liked your hands.
Mouth,
Butt.
voice,
Chest.
eyes.
You said that.
I meant it.
You swear you don't want anything more from me other than sex?
You swear you don't want anything more from me? You girls get...
Stop it.
What are you doing?
I'm pulling up.
We can be friends with benefits. Is it good that we get in this? Witness this. Long stroke, baby, digging this. Feel it, bitch. Intricate flows, dripping this. Take a sip. I can take you on a any trip. Nightcap. Nice ass, nice tits, girl, I like that. Throw that ass back, girl, let me clap that. Vibrate the whole room when I smack that. Goddamn, do the truth, bring that ass back. Bonafide pleasure, girl. Thinking every measure, girl. Take it to a better world. Hurricane, beat it, name. Back it like a hurricane. Never lane, beat it like a frame. When I do my thing, off the chain. Liquor in my vein. Now we switching lanes. Hit the Somerset, pop everything. Come on, and kill this love, make it limitless. Baby girl is into this. Real as shit. We can be friends with benefits. Let me tell you what the benefits. We can be friends with benefits. Let me tell you what the benefits. We can be friends with benefits. Going 6 months into this, hit a lick. She my trap queen, where we go flip a brick. East side, west side, we be in this bitch. Detroit murder mitten, what we represent. My girl down the ride, she a bad bitch. Revolutionary shit, she a blast quick. Head back to the hood, count the bag, bitch. Think I'm falling in love with this madness. Hold up, wait a minute. Emotions in it, and I think I'm fucking tripping. Look me in my eyes, and she said she fucking dig it. Let's put our mind together, then start a fucking business. We ball like a motherfucker, ride through the city like. After that, she ride my dick like a motorbike digging this. Benefits is limitless, baby girl is into this. Real as shit, we can be friends with benefits. Let me tell you what the benefits. We can be friends with benefits.
Okay. That's enough of the tennis.
What's wrong with the couch? It's less emotional.
The bedroom is better light. And since we're just friends, I don't have to be insecure about my body.
Come on. Hey, you're beautiful. There's nothing to be insecure about.
You see, that is way too emotionally supportive.
Baby girl, let me get that. Break it off like a Kit Kat. After that, chill back with a chit chat. Let me show you a couple living spoken, drinking the children. I got the money piled up in the big stack. Baby girl, let me get that. Take her ass to the Somerset. We can get what you want to get. Baby girl, you can be loving it. Fast head to the club and shit, make it public. Put her on like an oven mitt. Make her love, make it covenant. Keep on cuffing it. Tryna give her the bitch to say I kill her with my tongue and shit. About to give her that long stroke. Beat it out the frame through the storm and the rain. They gotta give it the bang bang. Told me that she slang gang. Shit, I do the same thing. Gotta keep dodging the chain gang. Bonnie and Clyde down the ride with the nigga about to ride and down. They going down by the nigga about to roll the blood. They got the weed and the nigga baby pulled it up. The ton of flow like a river, baby do what's up. And the fast and slow when I'm in the baby scream my name. Let me know that you feel it. Overcame, we dread the strain. It's time for me to change the brain. Baby girl, let me get that. Break it off like a Kit Kat. That so fat, let me grip that. From the front to the back, I'ma get that. Like that, like that. Baby girl, let me get that. Break it off like a Kit Kat. That so fat, let me grip that. From the front to the back, I'ma get that. Like that, like that. Baby girl, let me get that. Break it off like a Kit Kat. That so fat, let me grip that. From the front to the back, I'ma hit that. Like that, like that. Baby girl, let me get that. Break it off like a Kit Kat. That so fat, let me grip that. From the front to the back, I'ma hit that. Like that. Baby girl, let me get that. Try to make a do flick. Fuck you in the back of the new whip. 2 trips to the aisle, grab a few chicks. And a 3-way, 4-way, about to do this. Let me get up in it when I'm in it. I'ma lick it, I'ma stick it, never forget that. Now I been she give me the digits, I got to give it the business. Say it's going on more than a minute. Hurricane be the name, girl. Came here to change worlds. Do you wanna go to paradise? Show you a better life to the right. Cause it's tight shit, we make love every night. Mixing liquor with the Miller Lite. For the blood that's bigger than Killer Mike. We vibe to the night till you see the light. Then I gotta go to work, see you tonight. We can go to your crib or my crib. Rent a hotel, don't matter.
Don't tell me about me. Stop telling 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 me about me. I don't need you to tell me about me.
Man, welcome back. Y'all, I'm turn the camera a little bit. Can't be looking at my door. Man, welcome back, y'all, to another episode. Let's talk with Jay vs. Jordan, man. Yes, this is a surprising live stream. Yeah, we ain't supposed to be doing this shit today, but we doing it anyway. So y'all hit that like, y'all hit that subscribe on the way in. I gotta go around to my compadres, man. They bitched out on me yesterday and didn't show up on time or didn't show up at all. So we gotta go through it right now. I'm snitching. Let me go to my boy. Y'all ain't seen him in a long time, but he back in this bitch. My boy, Reality with no job, sir. Tell him what it do.
Hey, what's up? Reality with no job. This is, like he said, a surprising reunion. It's been a while. Jay, how you doing?
And I'm trying to not get poked by these old folk.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. We got something special today for them. Check out the channel, like and subscribe as you see it. Come in and enjoy the show.
All right, next up, I got my boy Op. He was too busy trying to make money to come up on the stream last night. So Op, then go ahead and tell him what's up, man.
Nah, actually, I was chilling.
Piece of
I was
shit, bro.
chilling. What's good, y'all? What's good? This your boy Op for the No 18. Holla at me. Shit.
Now, he
All
gonna take
right.
it. I'm taking the back seat in a sense to this one because this is Op's baby right here. But there was a controversy going on, y'all, between B. Taylor and Miss Princella Clark, the Queen Maker. So Op, let them know. Give them the rundown real quick before we get into it.
Well, apparently B. Taylor, she used to be over there with Anton Daniels now on I think it's the Anton Daniels channel. I think she used to come over there at Fight Club and stuff like that time to time too. But she ain't really been over there like that. And then she ends up talking to Princella, the stud maker, and they end up actually getting into a full-blown relationship. So now she kind of exposing all the behind-the-scenes things and all the fuckery that happened now. So it's crazy, man. I'm gonna try not to diss the girl, but it's certain things we're gonna have to point out. Hurricane, what up?
Well, Hurricane up in the building. Shout out to Hurricane. If y'all didn't know, that is his music in the very beginning. He like
All right.
Friends with benefits. I ain't gonna hold him. I'm with it. Everybody want to call them situationships now, but it's really just friends with benefits. But keep going out. My bad.
No, you good. I'm basically done, man. We just about to go ahead and review some of this craziness that she was talking about with the how they met up, got together, and all the crazy shit, like her getting to see for herself really what it was versus listening to the men. Like we try to tell them, just like we try to tell them about Derrick Jackson. Ain't nobody want to listen to us though.
Nobody want to listen. So here you go. Y'all, we gonna jump in. We gonna. Hey, look, we was looking for that last night. We was looking for that roll to take shit last night. I was like, man, this motherfucker.
Hey man, hold up. Roll the tape.
All right, now let's get it, y'all. We gonna jump into it. And shout out to Miss Embrace the Grace. She said something. Oh, it's okay. Is that jive? Yes, that is jive. And we got Van Miller in the building. So B. Taylor got pimped by Queen Maker pretty much. That's what it seemed like. But look, don't let us tell you, because we all gonna watch it together. So without further ado, like Jive said, roll the tape.
When I saw her in the space and I saw them running her off the platform, I said, you know what? I have a platform. Why don't she come on to my show where it's more women based? So I reached out to her. She said, yeah, I'll get back with you when I get out of town, when I get back from in town. I said, okay, cool. Whatever, right? It wasn't until, I was in a group chat with Daryl Long and other people, and they were talking about Princella and how she's been in this space, how she was on certain people's platform and getting into it with people and running off, and Aaron O's channel. She was on Aaron O's channel, and somebody came up there and ran her off and whatnot. And so I was like, well, we were talking about it, and they were talking. And so she did pop up on my timeline, and it was like a screenshot of her from her live, and she was looking kind of scary. And I'm gonna talk about that because that was something that made me feel guilty. Because I said in the group chat, we're all like laughing about certain things, and I was like, damn, look what popped up on my Snapchat, on my timeline. Like, it's Princella, she looks scary. And it was the screen grab of her in a peach or some type of fruit in front of her, and she about to devour it. So I was like, oh, I'm joking. I'm taking it way back, Robbie. Robbie was in the group chat. You know what I said? It was something lighthearted, but it was something lighthearted. It wasn't malicious when I said it. So that was something that ended up being pulled back up when Daryl got mad at her, and he wanted to weaponize that and pull that back up. So I'm only telling y'all that because I'm telling y'all the timeline of everything. So Priscilla comes on to my channel, and it was on my birthday. I met her on my 32nd birthday. And, we talked a little bit before the show started. I was telling her how, I was being spoiled by men that I was dealing with for my birthday. It was really treating me out. It was really taking care of me. They wanted to make sure I was good. Like, I'm like, it's dudes that'll drop $1,000 on you for your birthday. It's guys that will do things for you for your birthday. So I felt like when I was telling her these things, she saw value in me, that men were actually pouring money into me, that men were treating me to spa days and getting my hair done and stuff like that. These are things I don't brag about, but
Hey, gentlemen, stop doing that shit. I'm being dead serious. Stop doing that shit. She got dudes supposedly spending money on her for her birthday, and she ain't giving them dudes shit. Stop doing that shit. There needs to be some type of reciprocity in the situation. Don't just be out here simping, giving your hard-earned money away just because you think somebody got a pretty face. Stop doing that shit. That's why we got a lot of chicks out here out of order, acting crazy, thinking that they automatically entitled to a motherfucking hot dog. Like, stop doing that shit.
Yeah, I was just about to say that too. That's that simp shit. Like, and real quick, because of course, females be like, "What's wrong with that?" Or simps, "What's wrong with that?" Just making sure she got a good. No, the biggest issue with that is we know a lot of them dudes be throwing that money hoping that they will get something in return for doing that. These dudes not just throwing $1,000. You ain't throwing her $1,000 just to make sure she have a good day. Stop the cap. You trying to get something from her. And if she ain't selling her box, then why are you doing that? You feel what I'm saying? Like, nah, come on.
No jive. What you got on that? How you feel about motherfucker?
You do realize he ain't on the live no more.
He ain't here no more? What
you looking at?
I was about to go grab a clip because I saw something that Hurricane that it said down there. I was grabbing a new clip. I ain't no job wasn't here right now. Hold on, let me grab this clip. This shit crazy. I should have had it in here already. I wasn't ready, y'all. I wasn't ready.
No, it's all good. But like we said, man, y'all dudes need to stop that tricking mess, man. And then plus, you tricking and getting a trick, not a treat. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't even getting a chick. She don't like you just because you throwing her money, bro. Especially if it happens all the time.
I don't think any woman respects a man that gives her money and she ain't worked for it.
No, they don't.
In my honest opinion. And a lot of these dudes think they gonna buy a bitch. I'm like, look, man, you buying time, I guess. If you ain't buying her, because soon she get tired of you or you get tired of her, she gone, bro. And that is, you just sit there looking stupid, like, man,
and they ain't gonna feel bad about it. They gonna be like, oh, well, you knew that's what it was when you first started talking to her, so why you in your feelings now? That be the worst shit. So, man,
folks is looking at it like an investment.
I can't see shit in these glasses.
But take them damn straight out of cup and glasses off, man.
I'm stunting today.
Them fake ass knockoff blue blockers.
I ain't gonna lie, these bitches cost me $80. I was mad as hell when I went. Don't buy glasses out of Buc-ee's, y'all. These bitches, they block all the sunlight. I can't see shit. I wear my sunglasses nighttime. But hey, look, man. Fucking John, what you think about that? She said that guys were dropping thousands of dollars on her for her birthday. Me and my opinion is that, dude, stop doing that fucking shit.
You can't buy that. It's not an investment. It's not gonna give you more attention. I know the other side of it, and when if they're doing that, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. Even if you got it, this is straight up. It's not a good look. You don't know her personally. You don't know her personally. So what you doing that for? She ain't your mama. She ain't your sister. That's goofy.
Look, Hurricane said, look, he said, that Michael Jordan shit, stop it. Get some help. Look, we got a new one now.
Brother, what's that?
That's the new one, y'all. We ain't playing that other shit no more.
Brother,
That's the one we rolling with now. He said she getting that 40.
Oh goodness.
Hold on, I gotta say it like Corey Holcomb. I know you're talking about the woman I'm giving $200 to don't like me, but they need that $200.
Right. That's crazy.
I need to get that one with your broke ass. Like, look, we gonna keep going, man. That shit was fucked up. What you
invest in the time. Invest in the time. That's that tip for future investment.
Real shit. Let's keep rocking with it, man.
I was just kind of telling her in a way, like, I know you feel like all men are bad, but these men were definitely treating me and treating me to certain things and certain lifestyles. Like I say that we should all be treated like princesses, Sorry, I wasn't looking at the camera.
No, the fuck you shouldn't. Stop thinking that.
So
in a relationship.
Did the live,
say it again, John.
In a relationship.
I'm like, and it's crazy when that motherfuckers think that automatically you supposed to goddamn just do something for a motherfucker that, like, just because she a woman. Like, this is crazy. Didn't we just have a movement? I know we all know about this movement of this strong, independent women. We don't need no man, but I should be treated like a princess, no matter what.
She getting tipped like a stripper.
I'm like, yeah, real shit. Hey, ladies, y'all need to get that shit out y'all mind. Y'all are not entitled to nothing that a man's worked for, just like y'all know a man's not entitled to nothing that y'all don't work for. It goes both ways if you really want to be equal to a man, which I know none of y'all really want to be equal to. Y'all just say that shit because y'all hating. Bunch of fucking haters. Not all y'all, but a good bit of them. Good bit of y'all misanders. But let's keep going, man. Look, stop the cap, B.
I was wanting to bring her on as an interview because I wanted to know what her end goal was. And this is serious, y'all. This is serious.
She wanted them views.
This is very serious what her end goal is. So after the live ended, we were in the back chat. And, y'all saw she was flirting with me the whole time. And then even in the back chat, she asked me, do you like oysters? It's such a lesbian thing to say because it's like, okay, well, first of all, I already had oysters today. Like, that's crazy that you asked me that. But I did post on my stories that I had oysters. So it's just ironic that she wanted to go get oysters. But it was just the way she was like, yeah, let me, like, we live in the same city. Let's go get oysters together. So during my birthday dinner that weekend, I was like, okay, yeah, and I was unsure. I went to my birthday dinner.
Y'all keep watching her eyes when she does that shit. That lets you know that bitch lying about something. Watch her eyes. I want y'all to see it again. Watch her eyes.
I did post on my stories that I had oysters. So it's just ironic that she wanted to go get oysters. But it was just the way she was like, yeah, let me, like, we live in the same city. Let's go get oysters together. So during my birthday dinner that weekend, I was like, okay, yeah, and I was unsure.
Y'all see that?
Definitely omitting some shit.
They're like, man, look, watch next time. You know what they used to always tell people, as an old saying, look people in the eyes when they talking to you.
Right.
A lot of people have a guilty tale. A guilty tale where they're leaving something out or they're telling a bold-faced ass fucking lie. But it is funny to hear that, women go around on the internet telling other women that women don't pursue. I guess they need to start saying women don't pursue men. Because she said Princella was pushing up on her. the whole time. So it's okay. You can push up on a woman, but you can't push up on a man. I got videos and videos of women talking about men don't approach no more. Y'all expect women to come up on y'all, and we ain't doing that. Would you'll push up on another woman though, right? Come on, man. Stop this cap shit. But here, did y'all have anything else before I keep going? Because I did see that hot shit.
Go ahead and keep playing, because you know this is gonna take a little time for her to tell a story.
It's true, man. Look, the build up is amazing right now.
I went to my birthday dinner and I was asking my sister and friends, like, should I go on this thing? And everybody warned me not to get involved with this woman. And they were like, don't get involved. But for some reason, like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, I've been through a lot last year. A lot of people don't know what I went through last year. So some people knew, some people didn't know, but it was a lot that I went through last year. Like, I had moved to a new place. I left my child's father for reasons of my own, and I needed to go and heal. I lost a best friend. So I was actually by myself a lot. That's why I was online a lot, because I just went to work and I was being a mom. And I was online a lot. So she caught me in a very vulnerable place, because it seemed like maybe this would be a new friend. And that's how I looked at it always, like a new friend. I hate talking about
a new friend, but you said the girl was pushing up on you.
Look, man. Another lady added to the list, destroying our family and our relationship for the greater good.
There's so much greater stuff out here for me. I gotta leave him. Cause look, she didn't say he beat on me. She didn't say he cheated on her. She said she left him for her reasons.
Her reasons.
If a woman got beat on or a woman got cheated on, even if she didn't, most girls coming out of the gate with that shit right off bat.
That's a fact.
She ain't say nothing.
Later on, she does say something.
She do?
Yeah, about her. Later on, she does speak on it.
All right. Well, shit. Damn. You didn't spoil.
Well,
that way you gotta let it play a little bit longer.
I'm sorry, man. Roll the tape, goddammit.
Yeah, let's stop on the point that we know we gotta stop on.
All right, look, I'm gonna let it ride until they tell me to stop. And shout out to Tez, man. My bad, Tez. Tez from the 5100 podcast, man. Shout out to you, sir, man. You can hit the link, man. I ain't even dropped the link in the chat. You can hit the link too if I drop it. I'm gonna drop it down because I like your perspective on this shit too, man. Because this situation right here, I remember when I went and talked to Princella, and she told me, "You males, I don't need to explain nothing to you males." I'm like, "Girl, what's wrong with you? Well, then you alright? You need a good dicking." But either way, though, let's keep going.
Last year, because it gets me emotional, because it was just a lot going on. It was a transition for me.
Life.
But this is not to say that I'm a victim, because I'm a grown-ass woman at the end of the day, and I can take accountability for that in the part that I played, because I could have been a little bit smarter. I could have been wiser, and I take accountability in that. You know, I don't make the best decisions. I'm human, but I will learn from them. Let me
take your time. You got this.
Yeah, because last year was sensitive, so sorry, I'm getting choked up on that.
That's the Yanni chick.
Yeah, because I was actually supposed to be.
You said that's who?
That's the Yanni chick, the chick that was on screen with her earlier.
Man, y'all be coaching each other up to do shit. Man, it's crazy.
Get married this year. So, yeah, last year was tough. It was tough. But I was going through this transition, and she came in at the right time, to say the least. Because, you know, even the guys that I kind of was talking to, like, it was a lot. That is what it is. I don't want to go into that. But when I met up with her, you know, we met up to go get oysters. She was touchy-feely on me. She was grabbing my legs. She had her arm around me in a chair. She was trying to seduce me, and she had her daughter with her. And I was like, I felt uncomfortable at that time, because I was like, I only came here to have oysters with you as a friend, like on some like content creator, like get to know you outside of YouTube, because I realized that it was a persona that she puts on YouTube. But it's like she bought Pimp and P with her, you know, because she was touching on my legs, she was trying to massage my feet, you know, in public. And I'm like, she got on her knees and started massaging my toes. And I'm like, girl, what you doing? Like, What are you doing? You know? And you know, I end up calling like Rob B to talk to her, you know, so they can end their little squash and beef.
Okay, so we can pause right there real quick for a second.
Yeah.
So right there, it sounds like you knew what that damn woman wanted to take you out for oysters for, because she said something about that was very lesbian like. Then you talking about what you doing, girl, and you letting her rub on you and you ain't get mad. You liked it. You seen the little grin and smirk she did when she was saying it? She actually liked that shit. Tell the truth, stand together. That's what my mama always say.
This my issue with it, because I'm like, this is the shit that be going on a day-to-day basis, and I need my ladies that's 100, my solid ladies, to call this bullshit out. She said on here earlier that this girl was pushing up on her on a live, but then when that girl invited her to oysters, after pushing up on her on the live, she was confused that this bitch was trying to push up on her on the date. Like, how? What did you think? Just because her daughter was there, that bitch don't give a fuck about her kid? Princella don't care about her kid.
That's another good point.
Oh, God.
I'm just be real. I'm like, ladies, y'all can't sit here and say, like, because she tried to preface it earlier by saying, I'm only human, I make stupid decisions. No, you know exactly what you're doing. You just don't want to take any accountability for what you're doing.
Right.
You know exactly what the fuck you was doing. You knew exactly what the fuck it was. But let's be real now, because you know it's supposed to be only men that be touching on women and doing all this shit. So now we hearing that Princella Clark is out here touching and groping on women in front of her own child in public.
No Diddy.
No Diddy. We ain't gonna put that on. We ain't gonna put that on her. I'm like, come on, man. Let's be real about this, man. This shit crazy. This shit crazy as hell, man. But that makes no sense. She knew what the fuck was going on, and I don't like when a lot of ladies do that shit. You put yourself into a situation that you know exactly what it is, and then after the situation transpires, then you try to be like, I just didn't know. Like, what are you doing? Come on now.
Yeah, that's
you can't be the smartest person in the room.
Like, stop, no, and don't. But they saying it like they want you to keep going.
You can't be the smartest person in the room and the dumbest person in the room at the same time. You can't. Like, you can't. I hear my Dave Chappelle shit. You can't. You cannot. You cannot claim to be the smartest person in the room and be the dumbest person in the room at the same time. You want to say I'm not a victim, but you literally portraying yourself. You're telling the story in a sense that you are the victim. Like, come on now. Stop the cap. Matter of fact, one more time, man. One more motherfucking time.
Brother, what's that?
I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know what the fuck that is. And motherfuckers need to start calling that shit out, man. We gotta stop playing, man. But look, we gonna keep going. We gonna keep rolling. Alexis, the link is in the chat. It's in the chat, girl. I'll put it in there one more time. I'm pasting it in there one more time. Link in the chat. Link in the chat. Let's go.
And you know, so then the Manosphere was still talking about Princella's live and all this other stuff, and then it was this guy named Red Supreme that did a video about me, and I was on the live, and I sent her the live, and I was like, oh Lord, this dude's going in on me or whatever like that. So she hopped in the live like, oh, and she just saw how men were always talking about me and like talking ish and coming at me. So she was like, you know, and I was telling her some things that I was going through, living on my own, how my maintenance man was, you know, he made me feel uncomfortable, how I can't even just come in and get stuff done without men trying to hit on me, you know? And she was like, talking like, oh yeah, like you need to.
Man, woe is the day that a woman gets hit on by a man. But hey, woe is another day when a woman does not get hit on by a man. I'm like, come on, girl, like, what are you talking about?
Jay, you can't stop every time she say so you don't like. Let us say enough. So you get
stop it.
Remember, just how we did that. We pointed out a few things when she act like she didn't want her to push up on her. Let's do it like that. Because once other people come up, you already know it's gonna be chaos.
Hell yeah! Look, you tell me you in control of when I stop it. All right, because this is I'm
Yeah,
still beat this point down real quick before we get to that. Like, nigga, look, don't sit here and talk about you feeling comfortable that men are coming up and approaching you when there's literally a series on TikTok right now that men do not approach. I literally just did a video where they talked about men not approaching women in 2024, and you got a woman on the internet complaining, talking about this man, I can't go nowhere and do nothing without these men trying to holler at me. Girl, you better be happy while you got it. Because it's going to be a time when don't nobody look your way. But yes, Jive, what you got? I know Jive had something, and you tell me when to stop from now on.
Hey, that's a fact. That's a fact. That is a fact, and that's all that needs to be said.
Shit crazy, man. But I'm sorry. Here we go. You tell me when to stop.
Get you, you know, a pow pow, a pew pew. We need to go to the gun range together. And like, you know, she was kind of like coming in like she was really helping me, like kind of like, you know, I know you on your own, you a mama too, you know, and you know, I'm gonna teach you some things, kind of like, you know, on some game type of shit, you know. But I didn't look at it like that because my guard was down because she was a woman, and I take accountability in that. I now know that women can also run game on men. Okay, so when we would talk, she would say things like, you know, I learned a lot through Pimp and Ken book, and you know, I was told the guy that I was cool with, that was the pimp, told me I would be the perfect madam. So that was a red flag right there. That was a red flag right there. I should have took that for what it was, you know. But I was like, damn, okay, like why would he say that he think you would be the perfect madam? You know, and she was like, well, yeah, because why would I pimp women to go be with other men? Like, you know, why would I do that? You know, I guess for yourself, you know. So then
Alright,
the
so
line
right there
that
real
y'all
quick.
all know.
So that's a good point to talk about. She said she seen that as a red flag, but she still didn't pay no attention to it. So this chick is telling you what she planned to do to you. And then you still were just rolling with it. You still were just cool with that shit. Now, what y'all got on that?
Wanted to make it make sense, but before I even do that, I'm shout out to my girl, Miss Alexis from Texas. She up in the building. What's up, girl? Introduce yourself. You already
What's
know how
up?
to go.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Look, Alexis from Texas. I don't say that as a joke. I'm actually in Texas, and you can find me on Black Man Unfiltered Network doing shows 3 Saturdays after month, which is about to start. And yeah, so I was up there doing my thing earlier, and I saw, when I got off, I saw all these faces up on your thing, and I was like, oh my goodness, it's like another reunion. I'm so going to be there. Here I am.
I said, let me get off camera.
Look, no, he was walking through the hallways. I saw anyway. But yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Like, going back to Op's point, I get it. Like, it's weird how people like to pick and choose certain situations where they're supposedly uncomfortable or they're comfortable. Like, it's really picky and choosy, and I'm like, there's no rhyme or reason to it. And that's one of the big reasons that I don't put too much into it, if that makes sense. When somebody tells me that they're uncomfortable, like, I don't give a fuck. That's your feelings. You might feel comfortable tomorrow. Like, she knew what the fuck it was when that girl was pushing up on her, because she recognized that, and she actually verbally said that to all of us. She knew what it was. This girl was flirting with her. But then magically when she goes out with her, not thinking it's a date or nothing like that, which, okay, now you're oblivious. All of this extra shit.
You know, the crazy thing is that she wanted something so different, and even though that she wanted this, or she didn't know what she wanted after she broke off with her relationship, this is like a new experience. And of course, being adults, we should know how to communicate, and of course she wasn't communicating, so she leaves herself open for more advances.
I agree.
Yep.
We all as human beings, grown as adults, we have to be smart about the situations that we put ourselves into. And we can't sit around and, like, you can't say I'm taking accountability for something and then complain about it. I don't think it works like that. It might work like that for other people, but it don't work like that for me. Accountability is like, look, I was wrong, and that's it.
How going to the shooting range is going to help you? You just met this girl and you want to go to the shooting range with her?
Let's go get around. Look, I got a video of, like, masculine things to do. You want to go to the shooting range? Masculine. That ain't gonna knock a girl out to shoot a gun.
And she told you she read Pimpin' Ken books. Pimpin'
Like,
Ken.
They should have told you something. Yeah. Red flags. But
red flag. Goodness.
Them, but it ain't my fault though. Well, I don't know what.
But the experience was different.
Yeah.
The experience was different, and she loved it.
Are we doing? What is it? Escaping Priscilla?
Literally, it's gonna be. Look, they're gonna be a documentary on that motherfucker, y'all. Escaping Priscilla. That should be funny as hell. Cause look, I talked to the chick, and I already knew she was on some funny stuff from the get go, the way she was talking. But this is not surprising what she's saying about her, and I'm inclined to believe what she's saying, but she's trying to paint herself as a victim, even though she's saying she's not a victim. I'm like, I don't believe that. I see how you're talking. I see how you're trying to phrase certain words and things, but it kind of is what it is, ain't it?
Yeah. Y'all don't give her that credit when it's men. Don't give her that credit.
Definitely. You could frame the story behind the camera.
She got somebody coaching her too. I heard that other girl behind her.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Chick named Yanni or something like that.
They got Yanni behind her. You got it, girl. Did you put her up to do this?
Yes, she did.
Well, you go check it. Let's keep rolling, man. Once again, let me know when to stop.
I know about the one that everybody keep playing over and over again of B. Taylor getting money thrown on her. Let me tell you what that was. Hold on, I'm gonna let this, because I'm downtown.
She out here stripping?
It's okay. So she planned it. So she said, I want to make the manosphere mad. We were trolling the manosphere when it came down to her live stream. Rescue B. Taylor from the manosphere. It was a way to kind of get back at the manosphere for how they treated me and bullied me and all these other things. So she was like, I'm gonna come in. She literally called me and was like, I'm gonna come in as the savior. And I just want you to dress real sexy. I want you to pour up a glass of wine. I want you to kind of show the, cleavage and, dress sexy. Make sure you look cute, as pretty.
I'm trying to figure out what manosphere you're talking about, because Daryl Long is not part of the manosphere. Anton Daniels is not part of the manosphere. Lapeef Network is not part of the manosphere. So she keeps saying that, but those were not manosphere channels, or black manosphere channels for that month. Like, we know they always had women on those channels. That was not the manosphere. So she keeps saying that, and Princella was trying to egg that on, but bro, that was not their channels. They're not part of that, or the Red Pill community, none of that. So that's another thing that concerns me, is the fact that they keep grouping in everybody with that, and they're not part of that. That's just like, we're not part of that. We're still male spaces, but that's not our niche, if you want to say.
Yeah, and I be getting tired of that. Just if you speak, because manosphere talking points, there's a lot of traditional talking points in it, and if any other man says something that's similar to that, oh, you're Red Pill, you're manosphere, like, no, no, that ain't how it works. That's not how it works. And stop trying to put people in boxes like that. I don't like boxes. My cat do.
Okay. Roll the tape.
As you are. And I want you to come on camera, and I don't want you to say nothing. I just want you to laugh. I just want you to giggle. I'm going to be the one directing everything. I'm going to be the bad guy. I'm going to be the one that's going to, you know, and I'm going to have a stack of money and show the money to the guys. So I was like, oh, okay, that was her feeling good to stunt on, you know, the men, right? It was her way of stunting on them. When we did the live, I can now see how horrible it made me look as a profession. I'm an award-winning journalist. I'm very well respected in my community. Outside of YouTube, I make great money. Outside of YouTube, I have my own home. I provide for my kids. I have a great relationship, co-parenting relationships with both of my children's fathers. People don't know me as that. When men want to spoil me, it's because they actually want to spoil me. Okay. They actually want to do things for me because they see what type of woman I am. I don't have to give anything in return for that. So when she was on,
hit him with a jive.
Spoil you, not because they want to fuck you. Spoil you.
Just because, y'all, you know.
Just because.
The kindness of their heart. But men are incapable of love. Let's keep going. I'm sorry.
There, I started to feel uncomfortable. That's why you saw me laughing a lot, smiling a lot. I didn't know what to say. And I was not expecting her to throw the money at me. That's not what it was. She just told me, stand up and show them
in the club,
like how cute you are, you know? And I took it as like, oh yeah, you know, y'all trying to play me, like, you know, I'm cute. Like, it was supposed to be a way of like her hyping me up. But when she threw the money on me, y'all could see, that's why I sat down like, oh, okay, like the money, like, no, I didn't know she was, but at that point, what do you say? Like, I didn't have the words I had to play into it, you know? I didn't have to, I shouldn't have to. And I can see how that made me look like a dumb bimbo. Like, I can see how that made me look stupid. It made me look like a gold digger. It made me look like I was there for clout. It made me look like I was there for money. I never took P's money. P never gave me money. P never did all these things that it seemed like she did, you know, like it was an equal exchange. I spent money on her. She spent money on me. I wasn't used to that dynamic. I am used to a dynamic where the man is always picking up the check. He always picking up the tab. He is paying for things, but I found myself picking up the check at times. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess this is what it is, right? So after that live, I said, you know, I'm laughing like, oh, okay, like, you know, I see you're always on social media. You're always on people's platforms and arguing with people. Let's go out and get out and get some margaritas, get some sun. You know, I saw that she needed some type of like grounding, you know. So I invited her out and we went out for drinks. And my intentions always was just to be Priscilla's friend. I was not interested in being with a woman.
Sure.
Was never interested in being with a woman, but I wanted to be her friend. But when you're friends with somebody who's preying on you, it's not gonna work out that way, you know? So I'm sharing a lot of things that I've been through that year and what I've been through, sharing things with her, you know? Things that I let my guard down and I shouldn't have let my guard down. I'm sharing things with her. And then we have a good day. So much to the point where she's like, what are you doing tomorrow? Let's go and hang out at Dave & Buster's. So I'm like, okay. So then we went to Dave & Buster's the next day because she had so much fun with me. We went and had fun at Dave & Buster's. We went to, it was some game place. I can't think, where you find clues and stuff like that. We had so much fun, right? This is where I'm not gonna say grooming begins, but this is where it gets a little real, per se. It gets a little PG-13, a little rated R, I guess, I don't know. So we hung out that entire day and I was like, you know, when I was like, oh, let's go get boba tea or something like that. I wanted her to try that. So as we're there, I grab her like, oh no, this way. And she grabs my hand and just holds my hand and won't let go. And after a while, I'm like, oh, we're holding hands. Like, we holding hands. Okay, cool. We holding hands. I should have stood up for myself. I should have been like, nah.
All right, okay.
I
You
was
can't take it
kinda-
no more, Jay. Let's just go ahead. So, real quick, couple things. So, the one thing is, she's like, "Oh, I ain't worried about this. I ain't thinking about being with no woman. I just want to be with a friend." So we finna go out again the next day. So this is that thing where you have those type of females that are play oblivious to what's going on, but they play along. Then you sit up here, oh, she grabbed my hand, and we grab. Then you see making certain faces. She's liking that attention. This is giving her excuse to start dealing with women in that way. So now it's okay. It's not about gender. It's about somebody giving me attention because right now I'm vulnerable. But I take full accountability because I should have, but I didn't. And it's like, that don't mean you taking accountability because you say it real quick and then you go back to the story. You're not taking accountability, really. You still kind of, like she said, the grooming process, you still playing victim, mama. You know what I'm saying? Stop capping like it was just happening so fast. I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't speak up. But if it was an ugly dude that you didn't want to deal with, you would have spoke up quick and easy, no problem. Part of you wanted to try, and she's one of those type of spirits, I would say, because you got guys out there like it too. But she one of those spirits where it's like she down for anything. And to say she wasn't thinking about these certain things, she not easily oppressed or whatever. Remember that video, bro, we did about her talking to the dude with the 7 baby mamas?
Yo, yeah, throwback.
Oh, you can't get a woman like me. And then as soon as he said he got a good job, he made good money, and he got a nice car, B. Taylor ass started smiling and smirking like, what kind of car you got? I was like, oh.
Gotcha, bitch.
You know what I'm saying? That's all it takes. That's all it takes. She want the princess treatment, but the problem is she's too accessible with it. She's too accessible with it. All you got to do is be in front of her face, talk that good shit, and you can get her. And that's the energy I get from her. We all know females that move like that. And it's like, you can't come back now and be playing victim. That's your energy. Just own it. Like what they said in Harlem Nights, the one old school lady said, I'm an honest hoe. And all my hoes is honest. Just be one of them. You like to have fun. Hoes is fun. Come on, man.
Look, I just figure it. I know these types. It's just that she was uncomfortable with men picking up the tab for her, that she's gonna expect to get they're gonna expect to get something out of her later. So basically her husband or her man or whatever she broke up with, that type of treatment where he was buying everything and taking good and nice care of her, she got bored with that. She got bored with that, and she wanted to be very comfortable with this new direction that Priscilla was giving her. Hey, just look pretty, get you some wine, and I'll throw the money in your face, and you gonna smile at that and be cool. And then I'm gonna take you out tomorrow. I know these types of women, and they don't use their words, and when they come up, oh yeah, something happened. First thing, they're gonna, oh, whoa, it's me. Come on now. No jive over here.
I'm getting sick and tired of it. Shout out to Smitty in the chat. Smitty up in the building. Look, I'm getting tired of seeing this. I'm getting tired of seeing this stuff because it's the same old time and time again. You cannot be the strong, independent, don't need no man person. You make, like Op said, she's skirting responsibility. And just like what John said, you had a man. You said you're used to a man doing this, which the man you was with, you were doing it. You got bored with him. You can't keep flipping the script. Like, I can't sit in here just keep turning my light on and off and acting like it's always good no matter what. It's okay, when it's my fault, turn the light on. When it's my fault, turn the light off. When it's my fault, you just keep flipping it. Like, you're not taking accountability for what you're doing. You're playing the victim. No matter how much you keep saying you're not playing the victim, because we can tell by the way that you're shaping your story, the way you're shaping this narrative, it is what it is. Like, boo-boo,
she's used to
willing participant.
She's used to taking directions. That's what she is. That's what the problem is. She likes taking directions, whether it makes her feel good or not.
Go ahead and give us some direction. Glorilla said, hands on your knees.
No, that was Sexy Red. But the
Okay,
problem
Sexy
with
Red, yeah.
these
They
type
all
of
sound the same.
females, like, okay, so this is where the game is all messed up. Priscilla, she need to go back and read them damn books again. The game is messed up because females like her, you have to, like, she's half feminist, half thotist mindset, right? So she's going, and I ain't trying to be, you know, disrespectful, but I know what it is. Like, you one of them type of chicks that like to have fun, and you know, you get intrigued if the vibe is right. You know what I'm saying? So you dealing with this half a pimp stud over here who really ain't got no game, but you making her feel good and you intrigued, you like the attention. Because remember, she said earlier, she been in the house for a good little while. Like, she go to work and just come back home. She ain't going out nowhere.
Yeah.
So Priscilla is the first person that piqued her interest to go out and do something that she likes to do with the oysters and shit like that. So she piqued her interest. That's all you got to do. Now, I give Priscilla a little credit for doing a little research, but where she fucked up is what? No, let me not say that because that's gonna be later. But where she's fucking up right now with this chick is moving like you gonna do like a relationship or some shit like that, which it ended up being. But I'm gonna point out some more things. You can go ahead and see what Smitty had to say.
He said, I have no negativity for these two women, but I can see how many men are going to capitalize on their downfall because they did shit on us on us heavy. So with some men, it's war.
Well, it's not even a man. It's not even a man doing this.
Even, yeah, like real shit. This is woman on woman violence right here, to be honest.
Yeah, all men gonna do is point it out. Yeah, it's just gonna, man. We just pointing out the hypocrisy and women not listening to us. You know, it's the same thing with this with Cynthia G. Like, once people started finding out her life, and then she got exposed by a so-called another friend offline, then all of a sudden, yeah, another female at that. Then people started saying what we were saying was true. Like, then she up here talk all this shit about black men, then she go get knocked up by one. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of the same thing with Priscilla. She a fucking hypocrite. She's still married and won't get a divorce because there's some benefits to it. But you talking about you hate men? Make it make sense, brother.
Hold on, y'all want to hear it one more time?
One more time,
brother. What's that?
That's my shit. Classic, bro. As soon as I saw that shit, bro, I was like, look, I gotta save that shit. It just
especially the face he made.
Yeah, he was really disgusted. He was preaching. He was preaching to him, letting him know the word. Alexis, did you have any thoughts on this real quick, like before I play the video? Because I know you got something, girl.
So intrigued. I didn't know Priscilla was doing it like that. Like that's crazy. I mean, I guess it's crazy. I would like to hear the rest of the story.
All right, I got you. And Smitty came back in and said, I get it. Some of us really take that shit personal because we already behind the 8 ball.
I'm a little lost what you mean by that, Smitty. Like, because we up here really not taking it personal. We really just SMH. Like, try to tell you.
Look, you don't listen. But it is what it is, man. Like,
what they say? What Daddy used to say? A hard day makes a soft heart.
There you go.
And why it sound like you talking inside of a Dixie cup, Lexus?
I don't know. Maybe because when I'm on my phone and I don't know.
You got your Bluetooth phone?
Nope.
No. Nah.
No, Smitty, we know you're not. Smitty, we know you're not talking about us, but we just trying to get what you saying. How men taking it personal? Like, why would men take it personal that we was right? That Priscilla wasn't what women thought she was. Like she an apex predator. But go ahead, Jerry. Roll the tape. We talking too much. So roll the tape. We got to keep the story going.
All right.
Getting a little like curious. I'm like, well, you know, okay, we can hold hands. Like, it's fine. Then I'm telling her I have to go because I was supposed to do a live stream that night. And I said I had to go home, and she didn't want me to leave. We get to my car. I try to give her a hug. She gives me a hug, but she's holding me and then starts putting her head to my chest and starts getting real close, like tight. And I was like, oh, okay. And I'm holding her, like, okay, she's holding me. And then she's like, you know, then she starts talking about how good it feels to be with a woman, how safe it feels being with a woman. And I was like, it made me feel uncomfortable. But then she's like, this feels so amazing. This feels so good hugging you like this. Okay. Then she pulls out her phone and she starts playing female porn and introduced me to what tribbing is. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube.
What the hell is that?
Look it up on porn.
It's called what?
Tribbing.
She's saying the word wrong, so
look it
YouTube
up. That's what lesbians
back
do. And she starts telling me how good and amazing that feels. And if you never tried that, you should. And I'm not gonna lie, like at that point, I'm like, okay.
Did you feel like she was grooming you?
Yeah, I did. But I'm a grown ass woman, so I can't say that I was groomed as a grown woman. Like, I gotta take accountability in that. I should have had, you know, I should have recognized that, like, imagine a man pulling out porn and showing you things that you can do intimately. But it would spike my interest. It has been, like, I've been celibate for like a year. So it was like, you know, okay. And we talk later on, and it's just like, I left very confused.
Well, hold on, real quick, pause. I just gotta say this real quick. She said she had been celibate a year, but she also said that year that she went through stuff, she had left her baby daddy. So how you been celibate a year? Just wanted to point that out.
She ain't been giving him none. She was getting tired of the request because he was paying for shit. She wanted it free with no repercussion behind that, with no expectation behind that.
No, what she meant was since once she left him, she had been celibate, but it hadn't been a whole year. So
that's what I'm saying. Why would she break up with him if there's got to be? I know you. Let's go down the road. I want to find out because I don't know. I don't know the whole story. I don't know the whole story. We're gonna get there. But yeah, I
wanted to point that out.
Oh yeah.
It basically sounds like she lied. But go ahead.
Sparked my interest. And then we kept talking, and we was talking every day. That first, I would say after that experience, I would say the first week or two of me talking to Pete, he told me she loves me. She deadass was on the phone. We was bobbing to music, and she deadass looked at me and was like, "I love you." And
sound like somebody else I know.
She was like, "I really feel like that love bombing shit. Like, I really feel like, you know, we're a good match together. Like, I looked at our zodiac signs. The thing that she's doing now with her new girlfriend, like, oh, we a match. I talked to some psychics. P talks to psychics on a hotline. She basically has a app for psychics, and she calls and pays $200 to talk to her.
Hold up, man. She calling the Miss Cleo team, y'all. I'm sorry. I apologize. She call Miss Cleo. You talking to psychics? She into witchcraft. I'm sorry. I had to say that. I'm sorry. Let's keep going.
A fucking psychic because she can't hear what God tells her, but she's so connected to the divine. But why do you rely? Like, I understand you get readings and stuff like that. That's understandable, but you spend so much money getting readings. And you're telling me that, no, it's a match. No, this is what it's supposed to be. We're supposed to be together. And I'm like, well, damn, like, maybe we are. Like, yeah, it seemed like we get along. Like, it seemed like we match. It seemed like we mesh together. It just love bombing shit, you know? Like, it's like she mirrored me. And it's like she mirrored me. And so when we were talking, it was kind of like first of all, I've never been with a woman, never been interested in being with a woman and nothing like that. So for me, that's a lot. That's a lot. And when she was working with Daryl, she would always tell me how much she was using Daryl, but Daryl was also using her, you know? And she would say, yeah, I'm using Daryl to get back at the manosphere because she was so determined to get back at the manosphere. She used Daryl as in like, you know, I'm going to use him as an example. Like, you got to whip these men into shape and they'll do what you say. But if Daryl messes up, I'm going to cut him at the legs. And we all publicly saw that happen, that she cut Daryl Long at the legs. He lost his support. He lost his followers because he was acting up, you know. And when you witness something like that and somebody having that much power and pull on social media, that shit is actually kind of scary because at this point, I haven't been really posting on my channel. I haven't been building my own brand. I left the manosphere and now I'm over here with her. You know, while she was cutting off Daryl, she pulled me out the closet and said, I'm dating B. Taylor. Like, she's never once asked me to be her girlfriend. It was just like, she just claimed me as her girl. That to me wrecked my freaking nerves and it made me like, I didn't speak up for myself because we weren't really dating. We were kind of like talking and getting to know each other. I was a little curious, so here and there, but she put it out there before I was ready to even. You did that without my permission. You pulled somebody out the closet without my permission and you let all these people know. So that's pressure on me to keep this up. It's pressure on me.
See. Can't stand motherfuckers like this, man. This shit make my nuts itch, man. I can't stand shit like this, man. So you literally sitting around here talking about this lady doing all this stuff, but you can't open your fucking mouth and say something? I ain't hearing none of that, man. Ooh, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. It shows Princella's character. It shows hers as a person, but it also shows B. Taylor's as a person. You had, like, supposedly you ain't got no backbone, supposedly. So don't ever go nowhere in this world and tell people what they should and shouldn't be doing. Shut your goofy ass up and don't say nothing else. Keep that shit to yourself. You can't speak up for yourself, but you gonna speak for other motherfuckers. Like, what? And now Princella, look, you're a predator. Woman done put it on you. Take the title. Wear that hat like you always do. Take that wig off too at the same time. Either way though, I can't stand this shit right here. And this is shit that a lot of dudes get caught up in, messing with chicks like this. Talking about she grooming her. You knew exactly what that girl was doing the whole time. You went along with it. Talking about, well, now I just gotta go along with it. No, you don't. When a man
How old is this girl?
How old is B. Taylor? I would know better than me.
She probably like, I think she like early 30s, 32.
Yep, and these modern women say they mature faster than males.
Good point.
That's fucking crazy. And this is why I want other women to step up and say something about this. They need to be the ones calling this bullshit out. This whole story that she telling right now, we still gonna get back into it, y'all, but this shit, man, one time.
Brother, what's that?
Fuck is this, man?
What is that?
This is crazy to me. I'm sorry for pausing it, man. It's terrible.
Me to keep this up. So now I look stupid to the world and everybody know my business that me and you may be talking and messing with each other. So it kind of at this point, like, damn. And I called her and was like, hey, my phone is blowing up. I didn't expect for you to say that. I didn't know we were like, and she was like, well, I'm living my truth, and it's true, we are, and you can't be ashamed of that. Like, kind of like yelling at me, kind of like mad that I would even be like hesitant to it. It was like, well, you the one who was saying. So look, she bought up her second girlfriend. So for those who are asking, what happened to Priscilla's second girlfriend? While all of this was happening, I even asked her what happened to Priscilla's. What's going on with your girlfriend? When I first met up with her, she said her girlfriend knew that she was out and about with me. But did your girlfriend know that she was touching on me? He was touching and rubbing on my legs and saying that this is an open relationship. I feel bad for her second girlfriend because she would say, "Oh, she's so vanilla." As in she was this Hispanic.
I gotta call this hypocrisy out too. This old mission, like you said earlier, omitting. When she first tell the story, she talk about being uncomfortable and all that, but now she rewinds back some time later and talking about she asked her about her girlfriend, and she told her it's cool, she out and about, it's an open relationship. So you trying to act surprised, like you didn't know she was coming on you like that. You knew she was pushing up on you on the live, so you knew that's what she was doing when you got on a date. So now you come back and say that's exactly what she told you, but you didn't say that in the beginning. So you knew what she was already doing, and you kept going for it. Oh, I was just trying to be her friend. No, you were trying to see what that munch like. That's what you were trying to do.
Yeah, man. Imagine her baby's father's surprise, man. You know, she just came out the house and now she's into this. Wow.
She came out the house and went into the closet.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Jay, what you got, man? You still
man, this hoe done jumped out the window. I need to get that Bruno Mars sound. Jumping out the window. She tripping. She is tripping hard. Like, and I'm glad that y'all catching it too. And I hope everybody that's watching catching that shit too. She playing both sides of the fucking field. And it's not looking right. Like, look, I'm not saying Priscilla is right or about any of this stuff. Because I've been saying this shit. She was trying to steal all the women. That's what she's trying to do. She wants to steal all the women for herself. But she doing exactly what a lot of ladies get out here and claim these dudes, all these men do to them. She already trying to pimp your bitch ass out. What you had, Job? Go ahead.
At first, so it seems like a very popular strategy, like Ghislaine Maxwell, the accusations about Young Miami with Diddy. It seems like this is a trend that all happens in the world of trafficking.
There you go.
It seems like a trend.
Yeah, she's that version of the man that she's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, men do this, men do that. But you are actually personifying what you say about these types of men, because not all men are like that. So you personify the type of men that you're talking about.
Alexis,
you the extreme version.
Alexis just fucked me up. I've been corrected, y'all. It is not jumping out the window. It
is smoking, but I let it slide.
Yeah, we were trying to let. That's why I put it in the back chat. I ain't want you to read it.
I gotta admit, I was wrong, y'all. Look, and I've been in the car singing that shit, jumping out the window. Ain't nothing like Bruno, man.
Got me and a rich kid. I was on the neck, I was on the wrist, and here I am all alone.
Shout out to Bruno, man. Shout out to Bruno, man. That boy.
She got me jumping out the window.
Hey, look,
he gotta commit suicide.
Hey, look, next thing we know, man, motherfucker gonna be reading the goddamn flow. I'm sorry. Let's keep going.
Look, no. Don't try to push it off to the side and bring up somebody else's fault. We talking about you, Jay. We talking about you jumping. You being just like B. Taylor right now. Just like.
Oh God. I need to take my
Hold up. Those of y'all watching, please like and subscribe to the channel. Please like and subscribe to the channel. And send a shout out. Let us see your comments. Come on, bring it up.
Well,
because there's a whole story going on here.
Well, apparently it's only 3 or 4 people here, and the rest of the people is just people that buy. Jay had bought those subscribers.
Hey, look, you know I be.
They ain't even here listening.
Oh
yeah, buying subscribers.
What in God's name?
He gotta pay his subscribers on the 15th.
Oh goodness.
Pay him on the 15th and pray for a check on the
Hey, hold on. What's that? The 15th fall on? What's that? The 15th fall on? Oh, that's the Wednesday. Okay, yeah.
So we gotta do a live on Wednesday, Jay. That's when all the subscribers will be after you pay them.
I swear, fucking around with y'all gonna make me get back into doing live streams. Y'all know I said I was stopping, but it is what it is.
Man, you know what it is when Op talking about doing something, you gotta do it.
See, y'all see how he just did me? Y'all see how he just did me? Because he sent me another video too he want to talk about. That motherfucker gonna have me doing this shit tomorrow. I ain't doing it tomorrow. I'm putting my foot down. I ain't gonna be like B. Taylor and just let this shit just ride.
Oh,
you know
God.
what? Sent me a video and I ain't really want to do it, but I was like, I do it. I ain't no victim now. But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
Yeah. You told me to sign into StreamYard, set the whole show up.
Jay, you got to wear that hat, that hoodie and them glasses when you do it and they change your voice. Actually, I have received a video from Op one time.
You should have seen it. There was a whole lot to cover.
But let's roll the tape, man. Let's roll the tape.
Hispanic and Filipino woman, and she was like, she's just so vanilla and she's just too sensitive. But that's red flag right there, because I'm like, okay, so if we're involved with each other, you're publicly claiming me on your social media platform. Now your audience is asking what happened to the second girlfriend. I couldn't say what happened to her. I don't know. I just know that the girl mother was sick and P was like, she didn't have time for me. So the girl basically told her, P, go get you another girlfriend. Then P comes back and tell me, yeah, I talked to her and told her I found another girlfriend. The second girlfriend literally said, damn, that fast? That's also a red flag that I ignored, and I take accountability in that. I can't blame nobody but myself getting involved with somebody who was supposed to be in a committed relationship, right? So, and how fast she moves on, right? And so then I don't know what happened, because anytime I would ask questions about the second girlfriend, or are y'all still talking? Are y'all still involved? Because now you publicly pull me out the closet as in we're talking. I'd be damned if I be anybody's second girlfriend to, a situation like that. Like, you pull me out there. We weren't.
Damn, so you won't play second fiddle to a man that's providing everything. You won't play second fiddle to a woman that's providing everything. It's some selfish heifers out here, man. You started talking with Priscilla in the beginning. She told you she had another girlfriend already. And she told you open relationship. Means what? You gonna be another one, her girlfriend.
Yeah, you on the team, baby. Congratulations, you have been promoted.
And then think about it, she keeps saying second girlfriend. So are you the other girlfriend, or are you telling me she had 2 girlfriends before she tried to incorporate you? Make that make sense.
Yeah.
So you were saying you're a girlfriend, she had another girlfriend. Now you sitting on here saying you wasn't gonna do that. You weren't gonna share her. Like, first of all, you didn't want her, like you said in the beginning. Now you don't want to share her? Come on, man. Stop that, bro.
Nah, it wasn't an incorporation. It was a part of the charter.
It was a conglomerate of coochie.
Look. This is a non-willing participant. It's a non-willing participant right
No,
here,
it's a non-admitting participant.
Non-admitting willing participant.
There you go.
She all in on this stuff. Like, look, and this is the type of shit that some of these chicks take into court.
Did you drink the wine?
Say it again.
Did you drink the wine? Who made you drink? Who made you drink the wine?
Oh yeah, when she said
Priscilla, she was listening to Pepper Campbell.
Yeah, man. Look, man. This is what some dudes be dealing with, and it seems like Princella is projecting exactly what she says all these men do. From what B. Taylor, because I believe a lot of what B. Taylor is saying, but I also can call out the bullshit in what she's saying too.
Right.
Like everything she's saying that Princella did, I believe it. But all the all this shit that I just didn't know, that's bullshit. She lying like a motherfucker. So you know,
I take full accountability. No, you didn't. You trying to now to save face, but we all know people that holler, I'm taking accountability, right? But if you say something in the midst of them saying that, they'll cuss your ass out. That's not accountability.
Hey, look what she doing, and what I see a lot of chicks do. It's like, I don't know if any of y'all ever watched The Office, but on The Office, the main character, Michael Scott, he was going through money problems, so he was like, he was trying to figure out how to file for bankruptcy. And this motherfucker thought if he just walked into his office and said, I class bankruptcy, that it was just gonna be over with. I was like, just because you come out and say, I'm taking accountability, that doesn't change anything. Especially, like, there's steps to show that you took accountability. First off, admitting that you're wrong. That's number one. Admit that you're wrong. And don't make excuses for your actions. But all this has been, I took accountability, but she did this, she did this, she did. That's not accountability. That's just skirting responsibility. That's all you're doing.
I thought Steve Carell was the main character of The Office.
Yeah, Steve Carell. That his character name was Michael Scott.
Oh, okay, got you. I keep forgetting his character name. Okay.
I didn't even know his real name. I'm glad you came in with that one. But I
Man,
the episode.
40-year-old virgin and motherfucking what's the other one?
He was in a couple things. Yeah, 40-year-old.
No, I'm saying that was the first one I seen him in, and then also actually before that, the Anchorman was the first thing I seen him in. Then 40-year-old virgin.
Yeah. He played I like
remember that bitch was like, he said, I forget what he said his IQ is. My IQ is like 42, which makes me legally retarded.
That's funny, bro. Let's see. Hurricane said, "My girl got a girl.
Chevy blue like whirlwind. Hey, that's that young girl.
Yeah, you don't know nothing about that.
We weren't official. We weren't nothing. And you pulled me out there knowing you still had a whole second girlfriend. And I don't know what happened to that girl. I just know that she hit me up and said, yeah, I think we pretty much broke up without saying anything. So you basically played that girl. You basically play her. So what's happening with P having another girlfriend right after me? That's the energy that I accept because I got involved when she had the second girlfriend. But I don't fault the new girl that she's with because how she presented the situation to me. It didn't seem like she's just manipulating women who are in a vulnerable place, to say the least. So I always kept bringing up the second girlfriend because that just did not sit right with my spirit. And she would get mad at me and be like, oh, you're just being jealous. Why are you worried about what's going on over here? And I'm like,
oh, hold up now. So she's speaking up about another woman being in the situation, but she's not going to speak up about a woman saying that you my girl? That makes sense.
Yeah, because she up here sounding real jealous right now.
Yeah, I said something about the second girlfriend, but I didn't want to, I just had to play my role when she came out publicly and said that we was together. What? Okay.
Because I don't want to be involved. We don't have to, and then the whole her being married thing, I'm like, bro, I didn't know you were still married. Like, and then you pull me out of the closet, you pull me out in the public like that, knowing you're still married to your husband, need to refile your divorce papers. Then you got a second girlfriend. Like, I look stupid as fuck. And I understand that. I do. And I take accountability now. All I can do is blame myself for that. All I can do is blame myself, and move forward. So mods, please do your thing. Yeah, okay. I just saw somebody, one of my moderators. But yeah, like, so then, I don't want to lose focus. So that was part of our arguments. That was a part of a lot of our arguments, right? And she started to say like, oh, you're being insecure. Like, trying to gaslight me to that I'm insecure. So my first experience with P's anger, we were in a car on the way to go eat, and the music was playing. She was on her phone playing something, and the seatbelt thing was going off. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm looking at something. I'm just saying, oh my gosh. This sounds like normal sounds for me. And P snaps on me. She was like, stop. She just like yells at me out of nowhere. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, and she just like yelling like, and I was like, I didn't know how to react to that because I didn't see that side of her where she just yelled at me like to the top of her lungs about like, God damn, like, oh, turn it off, shit. And I'm like, okay. So she was like, put your seatbelt on. So I put my seatbelt on because I'm like, okay, I'm in the car with her on the passenger side. I get real silent and I just sit there like, I don't know what the fuck just happened. She see I'm quiet. I'm literally about to shed a tear because it just took me off guard that she yelled at me like that. And then she goes to say, are you mad at me? And I said, yeah, I am. I actually want to go home. And she was like, I mean, I understand that, but you know, I get irritated with noise easily. Like overstimulation with noise irritates me and it makes me freak out. So I end up looking on the phone and seeing that she has a noise sensitivity. Maybe that's what it is. I'm just trying to self-diagnose her, and she apologizes, which was surprising because she don't barely apologize for nothing. So she kind of like apologized, but it was more so like making an excuse to why she was yelled and snapped on me like that. And I just, maybe it's misophonia. Maybe she's diagnosed with misophonia, you know. I do now know that P is on the spectrum, has to be, because of how she reacts to things. Little did I know that wasn't going to be the last time that she was going to snap on me. Now, a lot of y'all know that we went out of town to Dallas. We went to Dallas, and on the way, a lot of y'all saw how we took a road trip and how she was talking to me. You know, it was like, you know, I wanted to use the bathroom at Chick-fil-A, but she wanted to go to the gas station. She was like, no, you're going to go use the bathroom at the gas station. I said, I've never used the bathroom at no gas station. I don't feel comfortable doing that. I feel comfortable going to Chick-fil-A. That's just what I feel comfortable with. She passes up Chick-fil-A. She's right there. She could have just turned, but she passed it up and said, no, you're going to use the gas station bathroom. And her excuse was, I'm a woman too. I could use the bathroom as well. How can you fight somebody on that after you used to date men? A man would have turned to Chick-fil-A. A man would have took me to Chick-fil-A. She took me to the gas station. Somebody, if the bathrooms are clean, I didn't want to use that. You could at least respected that. Then when we in there, you know, she's like, and make sure you don't drink nothing either, because I don't got time to be stopping at all these bathroom stops. I'm like, oh, okay, like, can I get a Starbucks drink? And she was like, no, because I'm not stopping until we get to Buc-ee's. And that's in like 2 hours. But so I didn't even get nothing to drink. I just got a snack. We get in the car, we drive. Next thing you know, I'm taking a nap. We're stopping because she has to use the bathroom. And I'm looking at her like, so you could stop to use the bathroom for yourself, but you told me that I can't get a drink because you don't have time to be making all these stops. So I felt like that was inconsiderate and selfish. She gets back in the car. We get to Buc-ee's, we eat, whatever, we drop again. She stopped. Anytime we kept stopping, it was because she had to use the bathroom. So when we was telling the story in Dallas about, we was in the car kind of like joking about it at this point about her not going to Chick-fil-A. And she accidentally took a sip of one of my drinks and was like, oh, why is your drink in the front? Like, you know, the cup holders, my drink is in the front, her drink's behind me. But she got mad that my drink was in the front. And she was like, well, why is your drink in the front like that? And da-da-da-da. And kind of was like fussing at me. And I don't know if any of y'all believe that. Any of y'all saw that.
Brother, what's that?
I saw it, but the live is deleted because I told her it's not. People started to tell you were being mean to me. Like, I think you should delete the live. So here I am trying to protect her from revealing her true colors of how she treats me behind the scenes. So I told her how she was like yelling and kind of talking about it and deleted the live and was like, well, I'm not gonna post you no more on my live. And I don't got time to be fake. I don't got time to be fake. If we get in an argument on live, we just gonna get on an argument on live. And I was like, well, I'm not that. I'm a private person. Like, I don't do arguments online. I don't do that. But she was like, no, if we gonna get into it, we're gonna get into it and keep it real. And I'm like, okay, well, that's just not a good look. And I'm not saying be fake on camera. I'm just saying that it's not okay to bring everything to the internet. So then when we get back to the hotel that next morning, we talk about that again. And I told her how much it hurt my feelings. When I tell you Priscilla starts yelling at me at the top of her fucking lungs, and she started hitting shit and like hitting the curtains in the room, yelling, flinging her arms. I'm like, damn, is she about to hit me? Is she about to hit? So I'm sitting there on the bed like, why are you yelling? Like, I'm not even yelling at you. Like, can you just talk? No, because you trigger me. You trigger me. And like just yelling and just going off. Like, she has such horrible anger. And I'm like, if this was a man hitting shit as he's yelling at you, this would be a very intimidating, to say the least. So
that comment right there, it's like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Like, come on. She is really telling the story as if she's the victim in this. And I'm not saying that Priscilla ain't doing shit that's wrong, but she is a willing participant in all of this.
Hey, we already know the facts. 80% of these same-sex relationship is volatile, man.
Yes.
It's volatile.
I'm surprised she ain't said Priscilla went upside her head yet. I'm dead ass serious. I'm like, is that coming? Because you're trying your best to portray her as violent. So I'm like, okay, now let me know when she knocked you upside your head.
And for those people that's on the spectrum, I'm sorry. She's miscommunicating what is happening here. You know, bipolar narcissistic behavior is not spectrum behavior. So she's all diagnosing. She's diagnosing things, and she don't have a clue what she's talking about.
At fucking all. And shout out to Marcus in the building. Marcus, I ain't seen you in a minute, but I ain't been doing live streams in a minute either. He said, where the sisterhood for this? And I don't think they can step into a girl-on-girl conflict. we do got Alexis here though. You know, we got Alexis here. But
I don't. I'm gonna be honest. He done. She done. Yeah, she done. That's it.
See, what I want to know is that when Priscilla stopped, did she go to a gas station?
That's what I'm wondering too. Like the story not making sense.
Yeah, she's saying that she kept stopping at gas station to go take a leak.
Not a leak. Not a leak.
She was stopping at the men's bathroom.
You going to the woman's bathroom? I'm gonna go to the men.
You know what? I'm gonna say something. Because I used to date females, but I never dated a stud female. I never dated stud females because I still like men, so I would never date a stud female. And even then, when I think of a female, I think of feminine. I don't think of like somebody trying to play like a guy. So, just I don't get that. Like, that thing with studs, and she up there like trying to act like this grown woman groomed her and all this other stuff, while you at the same time talk about I'm a grown woman, and so I have to take responsibility. You gotta take responsibility that you just got played. That's it. You wasn't groomed. You just got played. That is it.
But you know what it
I
is,
didn't believe she
Alexis?
got played though. Like,
Alexis-
I don't believe she got played.
Alexis, what it is those type of females is just like those type of dudes that they, trans guys. Like, they still want, like, the guys that date trans guys, like Malik Yoba from New York Undercover, which hurt my feelings because that's one of my favorite shows. He still wants to believe he's not gay by dealing with a dude who is dressing like a woman or presenting himself like a woman. So those type of females, from what I see, they still want some kind of masculinity, but they're hoping that at the end it'll be different because that's still a woman. But they forgetting that those women will, when they get feminine, they try to use the same shit that a regular woman would do, which is I'm going to my emotions and things of that nature. So they're not going to be logical like a man and still be feminine with it. That's what those women mess up at. The same way as those dudes that date trans guys.
This shit is ridiculous, man. But we gonna keep playing it. Cause look, in the second hour, y'all, I'm gonna skip ahead. She had she started answering some of her comments in her comment section. That shit was fucking hilarious.
But you gotta go to that part where she talk about her daughter though.
Okay. Oh, you talking about having her daughter in there when she was touching on him?
No, not that part. A little bit further, she talks about their living situation.
Yeah, okay, I got you. And oh yeah, that's coming up too. And yeah, Marcus, you right. B. Taylor didn't get played. Stop it. She was going along with all this shit. She didn't get played. She was a willing participant in this shit. Let's keep going.
You know, we end up leaving. We was kind of in an argument about that. There has been other incidents where I triggered her because she was upset with me about something. So I triggered her and she would hit things. She would hit a table, she would hit the steering wheel, she would yell to the point of spit flying out of her mouth. And I realized I fucked up. I was like, what have I got myself into? But when she fell out with Daryl, why would I want to go against somebody like that? Why would I be brave enough to speak out and tell my truth? I was scared to say or walk away from her, but I did call a friend. And even before that, let me rewind back for Thanksgiving. I did bring her to my family house to meet my family. And everybody got weird energy from her in person. Everybody, nobody was like, where did she come from and who is she? My sisters was saying, I don't like her energy for you. I don't like her energy. It's something about her. And my oldest sister deadass told me, I think she's preying on you because you're at a vulnerable place in your life. You lost a best friend and you broke off a lot of people say engagement, but it broke off my relationship with my son's father. And so you're in a vulnerable place right now. And I feel like she's preying on that. And I was like, no, she's just been through a lot in life. You know, when Pete gets on here and talk about her grape situation and all that type of stuff, that pulls at people's heart. That tugs at people's heart. That tugs at women's heart to sympathize and empathize with her. But she uses those stories to gain the sympathy from women, you know? And that's not to say she hasn't been through that. It's just like, because she's been through that, that makes people kind of excuse her behavior, you know? And I caught myself as an empath. I was excusing her behavior. I kept making excuses for it.
Hey man, look, I'm just glad that she given the playbook because, you know, she had to go through it. Welcome to the wonderful world of being a man in a relationship with some of these crazy ass, psychopathic ass fucking females, because that's exactly what a lot of these dudes are dealing with that are with some of y'all ladies. It's amazing to me that, okay, now it's real when you say it, but when men been saying this shit, Oh, you sound sassy. Shut up. Stop talking about it. But when you go through, oh no, we need to take this shit seriously. This happens to a lot of people. It happens to a lot of dudes. It really does. And people need to stop fucking playing that goddamn simp card every time a woman gets up here and starts doing this bullshit. Because we can actually sit here as grown-ass adults and call out her bullshit, her willfulness to goddamn participate in this bullshit. But we also can call out Princella for being wrong about the things she's saying, because I believe what she's saying Princella did is true. But the way she's trying to shape the narrative is that she had no control over it. We ain't buying that shit. Bitch, you was all for it.
She was a grass is always green on the other side type of girl.
Yeah. And she talking about her family, her sister was like, nah, I think she praying on you. You know, I'm like, no. Ain't that the same shit y'all say what happens with dudes? Like, what are you talking about? Like, come on, girl.
She wouldn't accept it because everything was being taken care of for her. But she loves the toxic masculinity coming from a woman. Oh, that's excusable. If I get hit, it won't be from a guy, but if I get hit, it'll be from a woman, and that's not domestic violence.
Yeah, the biggest domestic violence group in America, women on women. But you know, we gonna make excuses for that shit.
Because if he hits you, it's not acceptable.
Nah, it's crazy to me that. Don't let it keep going. My bad, man. I wasn't supposed to pause it. Shit.
Well, we gotta get these things out.
We do. Damn, I ain't hit play.
Not being able to call anybody to tell them about P without it feeling, because every time I would call somebody about her, it's like they would be like, I told you, get away from her. I started even talking to a coach.
Oh, let me hit this point. My bad. This one point. I'm sorry, I forgot. But it just came back to my head. So when Princella got on the internet and said that this is my girl, she just didn't have no control of saying, nah, bitch, we ain't together. But her sister told her, don't fuck with that bitch. No, she fine, she good. Come on, girl, shut up.
Yeah, she definitely defended that. I wanted to hear her say it, but she didn't.
Like, goddamn, girl, your family telling you something, you can push back on that, but this random woman that you don't fucking know, you ain't seen on the goddamn internet, you can't say no to? Okay.
Coworker about it, and she was a previous lesbian, and she was like, I'm telling you, B. Taylor, this is not normal.
I'm sorry, how the fuck you a previous lesbian? Once a lesbian, always a lesbian. I need to get that damn, what's his name? Damn, what's that black dude? Jesse Lee Peterson. Lesbian. I need to get that shit.
Always a lesbian. Amazing.
That dude carried once a lesbian. What the fuck? Hey, look. My cousin was once gay.
Normal. She should not. She sounds emotionally abusive. This is not normal. And I was just like, no, but I did do. I'm like making excuses of what I like. This is what I did though. I did say this to make her upset, and I did tell her about my feelings. Every time I brought up my feelings and how I felt, it was a burden. It was anger. It was met with anger and like dismissiveness. And she told me, I'll never forget. She told me when I told her, like, can you stop yelling at me because that makes me feel small inside. And she verbatim told me, like, what don't trigger me to yell at you. Okay. Don't trigger me to yell at you. So imagine if this was an opposite relationship in that person.
Hey man, my stepbrother watching, he ain't left one goddamn comment. Chris, you better leave a goddamn comment in here, just don't say my real name.
Person said, don't do this to make me yell at you or hit things and yell. She made it seem like we got in an argument about her coming to my place because she got on her live and said, I only spent the night at her place one time. No, I have not. I spent the night at her house multiple times. The reason why I didn't like to go to her house because she did not live like a woman. She lived, and I'm not going to say she lived like a man because I know plenty of men who take care of their home, and I told her about her mattress. I'm like, your mattress
So what does she
Your
live
mattress is, it got pee stains, it got holes in it. Like, why are you sleeping on a mattress like this? Like, go get you a nice mattress. Go get you a mattress like mine or something. So her and her child sleeps on that mattress. So, you know, I also felt obligated as a mother to step in and help her out with her daughter. And when I bring up her daughter, this is not to go low. This is not to make her a villain, but this is to tell my truth. And I cannot keep lying. Women have asked, does Amaya go to school? The girl is 5 years old, going on 6, and have never been in a school. She was not getting homeschooled. She was in front of a TV all day. Everybody know that her child has autism. She has not gotten her daughter tested for autism. It took me saying, let's go get her tested for autism. Let's get her into this daycare program so she can be around other kids. So now she's in a daycare program that I have my kids in, so she can be around other kids and learn. She don't read to her. She don't teach her anything. She don't have a mentor, a tutor. She don't give her any type of school lessons. At 5, I think she's supposed to be at least in kindergarten or something. She hasn't been to pre-K. She hasn't been to kindergarten. She was just like, you know, so she's behind on a lot of things. And she has this she's on the spectrum. And also when I came in, I was like, I started to notice that, why is it that your child is up all night and you're asleep? And you know, your child is up all night and you're asleep, and you let her sleep through the day. And when I asked you about that, you said, well, it's easier for you to get business done. I said, that's not healthy for a child to be in an environment like that, because she needs a schedule. It's not healthy for children to not be on a schedule. It's not healthy. And so when she, oh, sorry, I can hear myself, Yanni. I can hear, I don't know if you're playing the thing. I can hear myself. All right. Sorry. Okay, it's good. I was just like, I could just hear myself echo. It's telling y'all, sorry. So I was like, let's get her on a schedule. She yelled at me about that. She was like, I don't got time to be on schedule. I didn't even want to be a mother. I was forced into this. And I'm like, okay, I understand that. She's like, no, you don't understand. I don't got support. I don't got help. And I'm like, okay, I'm here to help. I'm here to help. I'm a mother as well. Like, I got 2 kids, you know, like I got you. I understand, but these kids need a schedule. They need discipline. They need, you know, they need a schedule. It's healthy for them to have some type of schedule. And she yelled at me about that because she was like, you only care about what Amaya wants and not about what matters to me. I don't like schedules. And I said, yeah, but when you have a child, you got to get on a schedule. So when they started coming over to my house, I started making her child go to bed at 8:30. And guess what? Her baby was going to bed at 8:30. Her daughter now goes to sleep at night because I set her a bed schedule. I put some type of structure in her child's life. Her child is in school now, like at a daycare program. She now goes to bed at night, and I got her to start fixing her daughter breakfast because I noticed that when her schedule started, you know, she wake up through the day. When and a lot of y'all ask like, damn, do P spend time with her daughter? How can you spend time with your daughter when you're online all day, every day? Who's feeding her? So she gets into stuff. She starts feeding herself. She had to learn how to go in the kitchen and make stuff for herself because mama can't feed you if mama's busy online. And I noticed that, and I'm like, hey, like, you know, incidents where her daughter had 104 temperature. I'm like, take her to the ER. Like, you can't just, do you have Tylenol? How you don't have kids Tylenol at your house? Like, get her some Tylenol. Like, okay, she didn't have this fever for like a week. My little ones, when they have a fever longer than 2 days, they at the doctor's. I'm like, take her to the doctor's. Take her here. Take her there. Take her to the dentist. Why am I telling you to be a fucking mom to your child? That's why I felt obligated to also stick around. And I was scared as shit to just leave and break up with you because if you got mad, it was gonna hit the internet. I tried to avoid all of this right here. All of this right here, I tried to avoid. And I knew if I broke up with you, and I have witnesses where I called them up crying and saying, I messed up getting involved with her and I don't know how to get out of it. I don't know how to break up with her without retaliation. You know, she didn't introduce me to her followers. I'm now involved with her child.
All right, so let's talk about this. So sleeping in the bed with pee stains and holes in it. It's funny that B Taylor doing this. This is why I ain't too harsh on her, because she doing the same thing that this Princella chick that she would have did to a man. But at the same time, she didn't expose her baby daddies like this. Oh, maybe she did. I don't watch her channel. But the thing that tripped me out with Princella, like I was saying, she's like the personification of the type of dude she talks about, because that's not every man. So it trips me out how she's talking about Princella and all these egregious things that she did. She didn't want to be a mama. She got forced into this. So everything that Princella talks shit about us, she's doing. She's the worst type of bitch ever, because you're living that life. That's why it sounds so convincing, is because she's the type of dude that she's talking about. That's why you're able to say all these fucked up things, because you are that person. Oh, man, this, man, that. You that nigga. You that nigga, bro. You treat your child like shit. Don't give a fuck. And then you out here trying to pimp women, trying to get you a bag. Don't give a fuck about nothing else but yourself, and then trying to preach for women to be that way. And naturally, that's not overall how women are. We already know when it boils down to it, if a woman treat her children like shit, that bitch ain't shit. Decent, at least decent women are not gonna treat their children like shit.
Yep.
Like, I'm still kind of looking at B Taylor sideways, but you ain't never heard nothing about this woman treating her children like shit. So if you can't at least treat your children like they matter, I can't respect that. I can imagine treating my son like shit. That's my boy. All the men around me don't disrespect and treat their children like shit. If anything, they had to go through what they been with mamas like I did in the past. But for us, our children, nah, we don't play about our kids. And even with the mamas, and it's still wrong, but even with the mamas that play the keep away game because you moved on with your life, got a new girlfriend, at least they still ain't treating our kids like shit. And she didn't even want her child. And then for us to see in the comments, women still trying to stand up for Princella, it fucks and blows my mind, because y'all saying all this shit about men. This ain't even about a man right now. This is another woman. This is another female, excuse me. And you still have females in the comment, you got to eat the meat, spit out the bones, don't kill the messenger. What?
Say, bitch, say what?
Are you serious right now? And then when, I wish I would send you this video, Jay. It was a video when Princella came up to a channel full of women and they were trying to take us out, and they felt like B Taylor was lying. But then they concluded when the bitch ran away from the live that B Taylor, because B Taylor came up after she did, and they was like, I ain't gonna front. B Taylor came up, we could ask her anything. She didn't run from the question. She stayed up there and we talked to her about it. But this bitch Princella ran. I ain't worried about nobody. I ain't worried about no 32, 33-year-old woman. I got me a 25-year-old woman now, and she look better than her. We know fuck boys talk like that.
You remember she hung up on me when I talked to her? She didn't click, and then went to talk shit about me for 5 more minutes. And I'm like, damn.
Which is understandable. She don't want to talk to men. But the fact that when women try to talk to you, and these same women was trying to be on her side, and she still was down there cussing them out. They kept explaining, no, we on your side. We just wanted you to clarify that we're right. She didn't want to do that. And then B Taylor came up after her, was like, hey, I ain't running for nothing. Let's talk. And she did. She stood in the paint and talked to him about all the questions. Whatever she said that they didn't agree with, she still stood there in the paint. This other bitch ran and they was on her side.
You know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like to me like there's a bit of trauma that happened to B. Taylor at that house. Why she don't like going back there. Despite Priscilla being narcissistic, she brought her to the trap. Pee stains and all that.
Bullet hole.
And I believe she's scared because Priscilla's saying, hey, I'm gonna take she's saying, hey, I don't want it to come out on the internet. I feel like she's scared because there's gonna be a backlash. Priscilla got her doing some crazy thing on tape. I feel like that. That's what it sounds like.
She pulled a Diddy.
She got her doing something on tape. That's why she's so reluctant to go back to the house. She's so reluctant to break up with her. People break up with people all the time, naturally. I stop talking to you. You know what I'm saying? And look how she's I don't want this to go out on the internet. I was trying to be discreet before. She got you doing some crazy shit, B. Taylor.
Man, I always think that when people come out with shit like this, their feelings got hurt in whatever situation that they was in, because all this bullshit is happening, but it was all good and gravy while you was in it.
All good just a week ago.
I mean, tell him to say that one more time, Alexis.
It's all good just a week ago.
I'm thinking that something happened where she feels mad about, like actually mad, because she's on her vindictive shit right now. Like she's on her vindictive tour. This might be her villain arc. But I'm like, I'm not going to excuse nothing that she done did, or what she was supposedly what she was just there for, and it was just happening. It's always just fucking happening around chicks like this. Right. It just happened to me. I just happened to witness this. Like, nah, man, I'm not inclined to believe that bullshit, man. Like, and that's why it gets bad, because, like, I remember a guy a few years ago made the argument. It's like, if you keep saying certain things over and over and over again, and it keeps getting proven to be wrong, people are just going to start getting into the mindset of we're not listening to it anymore. It's kind of like that little boy who cried wolf story that they taught all of us when we was growing up, and they need to teach it to these young motherfuckers growing up now. You keep telling this shit, telling this lie, and it keep turning out to not be true. And the one time you tell it and it's true, we don't give a fuck. We're not going to believe you. Because there are going to be people out here that don't believe her. There's going to be people out there that don't believe Priscilla. But I think we can read between the lines enough to be like, look, I believe what she's saying about Priscilla is true. But I also can believe that she's lying about her participation in this shit.
That's right.
Can be true at the same time.
Right? It's crazy to me, man. See,
that's right.
Hey, can I look?
Go ahead, girl.
So when she was talking about how she yelled at her and then she told her how it made her feel small. I don't know if y'all probably I'm a book nerd, if that makes sense. Maybe no jive, but I used to read a lot of Stephen King books, and I read it.
You don't read, sucker.
I do read books. What are you talking about?
So you read books for fun.
I read Divide and Conquer for fun.
Okay. But anyway.
And Charlotte's Web.
Oh my God. We had to read Charlotte's Web. We had to read it. But it reminded me of it. And I like the newer version to some extent, but the one part.
Was it good?
Huh?
I haven't watched the new one. Was it good?
Yeah, it's decent. And there's this part where they're trying to get rid of it, and they have to insult it. And he's big at first, and when he's strong and big off of their fears. Well, when they're scared, he's strong and big off of the fear. So he's like huge, and then they kind of finally figure it out. And so they start like insulting him and like just talking about him mad, and he shrinks and he's like shriveling up and almost looking like a spider, and he's like crawling away, and they're like, "You're stupid." They're just, and so when she said that, like, it makes me feel small, I just saw it like shriveling up.
It's crazy that you said that movie. Ugh. It's crazy you said that movie. You know why?
Why?
That's the only scary movie that's ever scared me in my entire life. You
watched the original, back in the 80s original.
Yeah, on VHS. I watched the first
Not
half
VHS.
of it. I'm talking about, I watched the first half of that shit, and when I think I watched it for the first time when I was like 10, and I was like, oh, that movie's scary as hell. My good dumb ass didn't know if you just kept on playing the VHS, it would go to part 2. I didn't see part 2 for like 5 years later, and I was still scared of that shit. I was like, oh, hell to the no, bro. Look, for y'all that don't know about VHS, sometimes if it was a 2-part movie, you had to go through all the fucking credits at the end, and then the second movie would start. I didn't know that for like 5 fucking years.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Show my age real quick. Ninja, when you pulled the tape out, you didn't see that there was more tape on the side?
Hell nah, I never looked at that shit.
Oh my God. How you think about you?
And the fucked up shit is you talking about you had to turn that bitch around because you know you had the 2 little white fucking shits that you could turn.
Oh, that one. Okay.
VHS.
My bad.
I ain't talking about that goddamn projector shit. Y'all had some money down there, huh?
No, I had a VHS, but I'm talking about the tape. When you look at the tape, if it's a long movie, regardless of that, it shows the amount of tape.
Subject right now, talking about y'all old asses right now.
Whatever. I know you ain't talking. You know what a VHS is. But anyway,
you in the middle of both. Oh no, you actually the oldest, ain't you?
I am. Who? Me or I?
Get back to the point, man. That's what I'm saying. Y'all
now he don't want to talk about it. But anyway, so she reminds me. Look, I'm gonna find the clip because I'm sure they got it on YouTube. Look, I'm sure they got it on YouTube, Jay. I'm gonna send it to you.
All right. Sorry, y'all. Sidebar. It was a little sidebar.
No, it wasn't. It was right to the thing. She was talking about how she was feeling like it.
But
going back to okay, I'm bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. For me, when she said what she said about the daughter and all that, I'm actually kind of cool on a video. I don't know if y'all want to still keep going or you want to go to that other video you had.
I want to get to the part. Well, I will go. Matter of fact, we could. I just want to get to one of the parts where she was reading the comments. Because matter of fact, fuck it. I'm gonna go to the second video. And shout out to this man. I recently saw his content a couple years ago, but I recently it started popping up in my timeline again, and I'm like, man, look, bruh, do some decent content. He do some decent content, and he's a passport bro. But the Average Man Unplugged, if y'all don't know who that is, man, check him out on YouTube. He out here getting it. He winning. He traveling, he enjoying his life, and he putting out decent content. So, but with B. Taylor saying a lot of stuff, a lot of people started coming out and responding to pretty much this. And I didn't know it was a thing. I've had to let me know this was a thing. I didn't like, but anything against Princella, I'm with it. I can't stand that hoe. But I know a pussy thing. Hey, shout out to Hurricane. That's a line Hurricane used. I've been learning from you, man. The Padawan is becoming the goddamn Jedi now. But either way, though, I'm playing a little bit of his shit and show a couple clips because it was very interesting how people clip Princella and use her own words against her. This is not a good look for her. No way how she tried to cut it. But did y'all have anything else before we went on? Nope. Job ain't alive over there.
No, we good. We good. Roll the tape.
All right, and shout out to Mark Financial. I think it's my first time seeing you up in here. Salute. He laughing his ass off because me and Alexa was talking about goddamn VHS tapes. Fucking hit the like, hit the subscribe, and here we go, man. Boom, clicked on the right thing. All right.
And she's with the Queen Maker. And anything
Alexis,
she
you
says,
know
that's
him.
why she is not on YouTube a lot anymore, because she knows that her credibility is shot from having a opinion about any relationship advice. You knew that you wanted to be with a woman, and you would get on these sites and you would get on these platforms and get on Instagram and bark up a tree what kind of man you want. And in actuality, you wanted you a bulldagger who wears a wig, who has a lisp, who tells women that they created their own babies without sperm, and but they made for each other. They made for each other because you know, when she takes that wig off, I guarantee you, when Princella takes that wig off, she'll come on, she'll like Terrence Howard, and so they're made for each other because B. Taylor, when she talks, her mouth leans to the side. She has on weave, big forehead ass. So you really have to just. Both of them, they're meant for each other. Both of them look like they could be on the next horror movie, Wes Craven. So don't give them that. They get a lot of energy, but B. Taylor is trash, and everybody knows it.
I'm women's empowerment all day, every day. I'm not on no race stuff. I'm not on no type of division stuff. I'm on women's empowerment and community building. And as women, we got to take care of each other.
Now hold up. Here comes the switcheroo.
There's a reason that these dudes got this song called Don't Save Her, She Don't Want to Be Saved. These men who deal with women on a regular basis, they know something about women that I am not fully aware of. I've just been in male-dominated spaces. So I don't deal with women like this. Had I known that women are as... I never wanted to say that women are emotionally irrational. I never wanted to say that. But what this has shown me is that I need to reevaluate how I even decide to help women, because now I see that you probably can't help them either.
Well, look at that change up.
Hey, look, regardless of the change up, think about the mindset that a person has to have. You know that they're coming into a situation completely biased against one side. She said she never wanted to think or say what she said. I'm like, women are irrational, emotionally irrational. You didn't want to think that. Why did you not want to think that? You didn't want to think that's a possibility? Are you like, is that a projection of your own view of yourself? You don't want to say you're emotionally irrational. Like what was it? Now, I'm sitting over here trying to diagnose the shit, because this is psychobabble bullshit. You can't say one thing one day and then say the opposite once you have a bad situation, but we're all supposed to just sit around and just forget everything that came before that? Like, where they do that at? Matter of fact, one more time. Damn, he ain't playing.
Brother, what's that?
That's nasty. That's nasty, man. I'm sorry. Any of y'all got anything before I keep playing this bitch? Because that pissed me off right there. Oh, they good to go.
She knows now.
Roll the
She
tape,
had
brother.
to live it. What's that old proverb? To understand a man, you must first walk a mile in his moccasins. You're starting to walk. You're starting to understand. Now, I wonder if your content will change up a little bit. And maybe now you'll write a book called The 41 Shades of Women. You've got one down, you need 40 more. And maybe that book will sell better than your 41 Shades of Men.
About my into it. So apparently Princella the Queen Maker has come to the same realization as most men about modern day ladies. I got 2 clips from her. You won't believe this. Watch the first one. I'll be back to talk.
That women don't want to be helped. There's a reason that these dudes got this song called Don't Save Her, She Don't Want to Be Saved. These men who deal with women
Hey,
on
real
a
quick,
regular
pause real quick.
basis, they
That video came from the video I was telling you about her tucking tail and running from the panel full of just women for trying to be on her side, but they ended up calling her out. But go ahead and play.
She got called out. She got some crossfire.
Yeah, by accident, friendly fire.
She fucking ran. That's crazy.
know something about women that I am not fully aware of, because I ain't never really had no female friends. I got a few of them, but the majority of my life I've been hanging around guys.
Don't save her. She don't want to be saved.
You know something funny about that one though? She said that she hadn't been hanging around women. She don't hang around women. She been all around men. So every perspective that she's given from the woman's side, that's all her. It's just her. She didn't have a perspective of other women. She didn't know what other women were going through. She's speaking from her own shit and trying to project that shit on everybody else. And I think a lot of people do that in these spaces. They project their own inner insecurities on everybody else. It's crazy to me that she said, I didn't hang around women. You didn't hang around women, huh? But you can speak for all women though, right?
You know what that is? That shit is crazy. And any female that listens to it that will hear that, if they don't see that as a red flag, I don't know what to tell you. Because how is she speaking? Women are this, women are that. But you didn't hang around women. You only got perspective from men, and then you trying to be like the niggas that you say ain't shit. That don't make no sense.
Hey, look, man, I ain't never been to goddamn fucking now I was about to name a country I've been to. I ain't never been to Ethiopia. But I'm gonna tell you what them Ethiopians be doing over there, man. I'm trying to tell you. I'm gonna tell you what they doing. I know what they doing, but I ain't never been to Ethiopia though. That's what she on. I be like, dude, get the fuck out of here. You don't hang around women, but you gonna talk for women. Bitch, you talking for yourself. I'm sorry to say it like that, but you talking for yourself. Like, just keep it real.
Around my niggas, you can't.
Don't make no goddamn sense, but let's keep going.
What Princella is starting to realize is that men have been telling the truth. We have been correct. It does not matter what you do for some women. It does not matter if you house them, you pull them out of a bad situation, you take care of them, you provide for them, you protect them, you are there for them.
Hey, look, I'm gonna stop it in the middle. I'm gonna rewind that back a little bit because I'm fucking it up. That is a very interesting hat. Is that like the Air Force One hat or something? Because it's like you got shoelaces going from side to side. I'm sorry, y'all. It's stupid. I know it's defeating the whole purpose, but that's an interesting looking hat. I'm sorry. Let me go back. Y'all gotta admit, that's an interesting hat.
She don't want to be saved.
It's like an Air Force One hat.
What Princella is starting to realize is that men have been telling the truth. We have been correct. It does not matter what you do for some women. It does not matter if you house them, you pull them out of a bad situation, you take care of them, you provide for them, you protect them, you are there for them emotionally, physically, sexually, in all of the ways that you can be there for a person. If they don't want to be saved, no matter how great your love is, they're going to turn their back on you and they're going to treat you poorly. Let's look at the next clip.
I never wanted to say that women are emotionally irrational. I never wanted to say that because I know that women are intelligent. And I feel like a lot of women would move beyond these irrational emotions if you activate their mind. That is what made me deal with B. Taylor, period. Because I, quote unquote, saved her from the manosphere. Not because I'm trying to run no game, but because I'm trying to help you as a woman. Because that's my mission, to help women. But what this has shown me is that I need to reevaluate how I even decide to help women, because now I see that you probably can't help them either.
So let me get this straight. Princella had one public falling out with B. Taylor, and now she's done? Princella, do you know how many times what's happening to you has happened to men? Women that we've done so much for, coming out and speaking bad on our name and throwing dirt on our name and making accusations. Do you know that that happens to us every day? Nobody says anything. Now you done fell in love, and the person that you loved and took care of and was there for, then came out and went in on you. And now you looking at us talking about they can't be helped? We told you this. You didn't listen.
You know, Cat
Real quick,
Williams
bro,
said
pause.
2024 was going to.
Yeah, what's y'all thoughts on that?
Listen, on that, he right, because I was thinking that same thing before he said it after that clip. It's so crazy that men go through that, and I watch shows where women will still tell men, "Oh, you shouldn't this, you shouldn't that," because of that. And it's like, okay, it's easy for you to say that because you're not on the receiving end. You're on the end that you're giving. So the shit that you're saying that should be excused, that's because you do that same shit and you still want to be excused. But once you become on the receiving end, you're like, oh no, that's some bullshit. So I 1,000% agree with him, and that's what we try to tell females. Like, listen, if you went through the same thing we go through, you would understand. And it's so fucked up because men, even if you want to say simps, which most guys is simps in this country.
Yep.
But it don't matter because you'll still have females say men ain't shit, and the majority of the time men are fucking helping them. Men are having their back, but they just talking about the one guy or the few guys they dealt with that they couldn't get to act right. And then they put it on all men and don't pay attention to the men that's right in front of their nose that's being there for them. Oh, no, these men ain't shit, because you don't want those niggas. So I agree with them 1,000%. It's just ironically funny that this bitch now is, oh, I got to reassess how, because I ain't been around women. I've been around. And it's like, hold on. So why you keep trying to speak for women? Because you went through things that women went through. And then when you deal with them like a stud, trying to be the masculine energy, and it don't work out for you, now you back on our side. Get the fuck out of here. Stay your ass over there.
It's like our good sister that got traded in the racial draft, Candace Owens. Bitch, don't come back over here. Stay your ass over there, or you gonna be a woman without no country. Cause it ain't. Look, we can't have that type of shit, man. We can't have people that stab you in your goddamn back and dog out the people that's gonna be there for, and then turn around later when something happened to you and just I need to reassess. No, that's bullshit.
Especially if they don't apologize. If you don't hold yourself accountable and apologize for it, I don't care what you're doing to make it seem like you on my side, because you're not addressing and communicating that, yo, I fucked up, I was wrong. Because when she talked that time to Trump, and he was going against what he was saying in the beginning, and Candace was just sitting there looking stumped. For all you Candace Owens fans or Trump fans or whoever, I'm like, y'all don't see the hypocrisy in that? America's darling and pudding face, chocolate pudding face, was pissed off about it and was confused about it, and she's still trying to ride with him. But I'm like, but you don't ride with us like that. Stay over there.
Go ahead, have fun with it. But look, I'm gonna play this last part of this shit, because like Princella tried to really like play like now she know. It's amazing.
Of one person.
One. That's the most dramatic part, off of one. So you telling me you went your whole life? I know who you don't hang around, supposedly, because you're telling us that, but literally one person. Okay, let's keep going. The old lady, don't mind her.
So these are my thoughts on the situation with Princella and B. Taylor. Number one, I used to like Princella and I listened to her every day. I felt like the information that she was giving is most definitely true.
Oh, my bad.
I felt like...
No, shut up. I forgot to click back on the main screen. The sad part, y'all ain't gonna see nothing but a fucking roof. Anyways, look, I'm in this. She just shooting this shit at her wall while she talking.
So I believe every word of it.
Like,
So these are my thoughts on the situation with Princella and B. Taylor. Number one, I used to like Princella and I listened to her every day. I felt like the information that she was giving is most definitely true. I felt like Princella told a certain truth in a certain way that gave an explanation as to why all women across the board, no matter what race, state, age, country, socioeconomic status, whatever condition you were in, wherever you were, have experienced what we've experienced from males. I feel like she gave us the tea.
No, that wasn't tea that she's been giving y'all. That's feel good empowerment Kool-Aid that she's been giving y'all, not tea. But I digress.
With that being said,
and to bounce off what that nigga said, we all, as human beings, have gone through something bad with the same sex or something bad with the opposite sex. But to get on the fucking internet and just demean and bash, because, you know, that's what they say I do over here. I bash women. To get on there and really bash a whole group, a whole sex of people, it's something completely different. And this woman is saying that she watched her every day and she understands. You understand what? We live two different lives. We have two different experiences as men and women. We don't live the same way. And for all the ladies that don't know this, I understand y'all have some hard lives. But men's is harder. As a whole. Not every dude, because there's some dudes that grew up in a rich-ass family, been pampered their whole life, and don't do a goddamn thing. And there's a girl from a trailer park that work on a goddamn oil rig right now. I get it. But as a whole, a lot of ladies don't live a hard life like dudes do. That's where you get people like B. Taylor that can get on the internet and put a whole fucking 3-hour live stream up and talk about how, you know, she just didn't know. And get away with it. Let a dude try to do that shit. They'll tell you, set your pussy ass up. Like, I'll be over there telling shit his pussy ass up. Like, dude, what you talking about? Grown ass motherfucking man. You know what the fuck you was doing. You don't get that luxury. Anybody has something before I keep playing this shit? I'm sorry. I just had to say that. All right.
We're doing good. We're doing good.
We almost done, y'all.
Said, I don't know why some people are not able to listen to a message and not deify or put the person who's giving the message on a pedestal, but that's what people did. I introduced a lot of people to Princella's content. I don't regret that because a lot of the people who I've introduced it to, you know, they identify with it as well. My issue with Princella, aside from this whole B. Taylor situation, is that Princella has...
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I gotta stop that again. This person I don't like. I don't like this woman. She crazy. Something wrong with her. That's like a crackhead saying, look, I don't regret giving all these people crack because they actually enjoyed crack when I gave it to them. That's what she just fucking said. I don't feel no type of way about bringing all these people over to goddamn fucking Princella because they kind of resonated with Princella. What if the pedo said, I don't feel bad about bringing these kids around to have sex because they enjoyed the sex we had? What are we talking about? Are you crazy?
Crazy.
This bitch crazy. I don't feel no type. You don't like the bitch no more. You see that she on some fuck shit, but you know I don't feel no type of way about bringing them people over there. Say, bitch, if you don't get the fuck out of here with that nonsense, and this is the type of shit that we allow in our society, man. Let these whole man. I'm sorry.
With Princella, aside from this whole B. Taylor situation, is that Princella has been very verbally abusive and has showed a lack of empathy, which she herself says that she lacks empathy and emotions towards women. The same women that she claims that she loves. And mind you, she has a whole book called The 5 Components of Love. And to me, you cannot love if you have no empathy. You just can't. Because what that means is you just simply don't care about people. And if you don't care about people, how can you love them? If you do not love them, how can you understand them? If you do not try to understand them or even care to understand them, how do you then have compassion for them? It just doesn't make any sense.
And make all the goddamn sense in the world if you ain't fucking stupid. Make all the sense in the world. I ain't gotta love somebody to understand them. Do any of y'all gotta love somebody to understand them?
Hell no.
Hell no.
I'm just saying, like, I'm like, everybody speaking one time, it don't really matter to me. Do you have to love somebody to understand them?
Hell no.
But hold on, she said no empathy. That don't mean you don't have sympathy.
True.
Empathy just means I don't put myself in your shoes. Sympathy means I still can sympathize with your pain, but it does not mean that I'm the type of person that I put myself in your shoes, because there's plenty of people that sympathize with situations that they can't relate to personally.
I can't empathize with it, but I can sympathize with it.
Yeah, I can understand.
Just not gonna put myself, like you said, I'm just not gonna put myself in your shoes.
Yeah, so I can't empathize.
I don't get the mindset of somebody talking about the 5 levels. If you don't do this, you can't do that. If you don't do this, you can't do it. Yes, you can do all that fucking shit without doing the other shit. What are you talking about? And this is the shit that be killing me, this psycho babble bullshit that I think some people learn in fucking a college class to make them think they look, I'm gonna play it again, man. I'm gonna play this shit again. This bullshit. I'm sorry. This is straight bullshit. I'm irritated with this shit.
Whole book called The 5 Components of Love. And to me, you cannot love if you have no empathy.
You can't. We break them down one by one. You cannot love if you don't have no empathy. Okay. Next one.
You just can't. Because what that means is you just simply don't care about people. And if you don't care about people, how can you love them? If you do not love them, how can you understand them? If you do not try to understand them,
you don't love them, you don't understand them. Okay.
Or even care to understand them, how do you then have compassion for them?
If you don't understand them, how can you have compassion for them? Okay.
It just doesn't make any sense. And so
it don't make no sense that you that goddamn fucking stupid.
Well, she probably one of them chick that's on that my truth shit, and that's where the problem at. I'm so tired of people. I mean, it's mainly being female, sorry to say it, but I'm just being honest. But that whole my truth or safe space, all them stupid ass words that dumb motherfuckers try to use. And it's like with my truth. So if you think you're telling your truth, does that mean you're telling the other person's lie? You're talking about your perspective. You're talking about your side of things.
Getting deep tonight.
That's why when they say my truth, that's not nothing real.
Your truth is just your perspective of how you perceive events that happen in front of your goddamn face.
That makes no sense. You got somebody new down there, Jay.
Yeah, oh no, man, that's red. Look, we got Mark Financial saying this makes no sense. Agree, I agree. And then we had Red up in the building. Red keep changing account names and shit. Say empathy is relating to someone, sympathy is pity. Yep, I said that earlier, just a few seconds ago. And then Marcus said she sounds dumb and goofy as hell. I would agree. And
he said he blocked.
He's not blocked, man. Look, if you blocked, Grace blocked you last night. I did not block you. Look, I'm gonna have to. I don't even know how to unblock somebody. How you unblock somebody on YouTube?
You gotta.
I mean, somebody.
I don't even know. Like, you could be blocked from not saying nothing in the comments.
I thought that was just for like whatever video you was on at the time.
Yeah. He said YouTube Studio.
Man, look. In the meantime, of us talking about this bullshit of this dumb bitch on here. Hold on, let me see. I'm like an old man now. Let me put my glass down a little bit.
Yeah, they gotta push it back on your nose.
All right, go. Motherfucker looking right over the tip of their goddamn nose.
Hey, Josh, show them how you supposed to do it. You pull your glasses down a little bit, then push it back up.
Hey, man, hold on, wait a minute. Young buck.
Not young buck.
Good God Almighty. I'm looking around, Red. I'm trying to see.
He ain't old enough to say whippersnapper yet.
Yeah, Red is blocked. Gray blocked the shit out of him yesterday. She lied.
Man.
She lied. I got you, Red. You unblocked now. Log into your regular account. I don't like seeing this made up account, Metamortis. Metamortis. I
But
don't
yo,
like
but we also got to talk about this point too. Princella argument and a lot of late females argument is actually the white females feminist argument.
True.
About how bad men are this and women been oppressed, held back. And it's like, no, y'all just got penis envy, bruh. You want to be able to have the same power that your white males actually fought for, or whether they stole, conniving, whatever. But y'all want to have that same power. So now our females are saying the same stupid fucking shit. Oh, males are incapable of love. Oh, get the fuck out of here.
You
That's
know,
so ridiculous.
You know a thing I put to thought the other day, now that y'all saying all of this? It's crazy because when they say women's rights and they've been oppressed by men, when has a women army ever overthrown or won a war against a male army?
Never.
It always takes male fighting for the women or fighting for a just cause that ultimately leads to women empowerment. That's some shit.
Cause think about it, bro. That's 1,000% correct. And then also think about it like this: you got a lot of women that say we had to fight for this, and I remember saying this to one of my dumbass, lame ass exes. Like, bitch, when did y'all kill anybody? When did y'all really fight for it? What are you talking about? Y'all complain. And then you had, like you just said, John, you had men that acquiesced for y'all rights. Because y'all can't do it. Y'all would lose.
Never.
It could be 1,000 women to 100 men. Y'all still gonna lose. we just keeping it gangster. If men was that terrible, y'all wouldn't have shit.
That's crazy.
Man, taught y'all the shit that y'all needed.
There's a dude on YouTube by the name of Andrew. He runs a show called The Crucible, and he talks about rights with a lot of these feminist ass chicks. Rights. It's like, a right's a real thing. No, bitch, it's an agreement amongst men that this is what we're gonna allow and what we're not gonna allow to happen to people. I'm like, how do you enforce rights? Motherfuckers got to get out there and bleed and die for that shit. And they don't get the concept of this shit. Like,
no, but it ended up being our fault down the line, if you want to say in totality, when men start pandering and happy wife, happy life bullshit. That's where it comes from. These women are caught up with that.
You definitely have to trample somebody else's freedom to get your rights.
Yeah.
You gotta step on a few toes.
A few eggs might get cracked making this goddamn omelet, motherfucker. like, let's keep it real with them. And it's funny, but I'm gonna let the girl keep going. And see, Red is back in the game, y'all. Y'all see Red. Yeah, I don't know what you did to Grace, man. I don't know if she knows what button she was clicking on, but yeah. But he said Andrew is a pretty smart libertarian. He is. Like, I can fuck with him. But once again, back to this bitch, and we're gonna get up out of here after that.
About people, how can you love them? If you do not love them, how can you understand them? If you do not try to understand them or even care to understand them, how do you then have compassion for them? It just doesn't make any sense. And so this whole time, you know, I've been looking at this whole B. Taylor situation with Princella, and it has shown me that my suspicions of Princella having narcissistic traits is true.
But you sent people over to her channel and you watched every day. What the fuck are you saying to me?
She support the. Yep, that's exactly.
Right.
It's crazy.
I'm getting irritated by hearing the dumb shit. I'm like, yeah, I was riding around with him and I saw him jack a couple people, but I can't believe that he shot that person that day. You know, the whole time I was just trying to get away from him. But, you know, I just stayed in the car for some reason because, you know, I couldn't control my body. You know, even though, you know, I slapped the shit out of 17 hoes on the street, I just can't control my body when I'm around him. I'm like, what are you talking about? Then don't sit here and argue that you need to be in control of shit and empower shit if you can't make rational fucking decisions when it's time to make rational fucking decisions.
Exactly.
And the worst part shows that you can't do it because it's you. It's you. Like, you only can really have, like, once you get to a point in life, you'll realize, and this is what it sucks, you really only have control over yourself. That's why that word manipulation comes in, because people try to manipulate other people to have control over them, but you ultimately only have control over yourself. And when you can't even control yourself, how the fuck you want to be in control of other people? Like, why am I even listening to you? That'd be a father, like a child telling the dad how to spend the money that he makes to take care of the family. Now, bitch, you don't know what the fuck I go through. Who you don't understand what you're talking about. And you got people like, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, look, man, look, come on, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Fire it up.
I'll get pissed off with this shit, man.
Oh,
I
God.
don't know into what you call his comment. Fucking I think it was Marcus. Marcus said he want to know the name of the person in this shit. I don't know, but I promise you, I can tell you an easy way for anybody. This is how I find a lot of my content, giving another YouTube trick. If you see some other content creator watching a video, like if they have a title at the top, like not the title that he has on his shit, man bashing, whatever the fuck, but in the video that we're watching, if it has something up there, go to TikTok and type it in, because it's probably coming off of TikTok. But with this video right here, the way I would find it is I would just type in Princella Clark. And I'm pretty sure a video of a bitch pointing shit at the roof because she's scared as fuck to show her face about the shit that she fucking saying will pop up in the goddamn stream. That's how I would find this video. But yeah, once again, I'm sorry. Let's continue.
The traits is true. She is very, very abrasive in her speech towards women. She calls women out of their names. You know, she calls them dumb. She tries to force women to date women, and she actually berates women who are either married to men, living with them, or who are still having sex with them. And to me, that is extremely wrong, because if that's what I choose to do or anybody else chooses to do, that's their business. Calling them dumb because you yourself said that's what you're, you know, finding out what you.
How you say you was listening to this bitch every day and you agree with everything she said, but now you trying to say when you bring up the B. Taylor situation, you had suspicion of her. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. B. Taylor's exposed her shit. And then now you want to say you had suspicion. No, you didn't. You can't say you agree with everything she said. You brought other bitches over there that was in pain and bitter, need therapy, but they went to this bitch. And then now say your suspicion. You lying. The bitch was fucked up. Bitch, you fucked up too. And the only thing that made you click out of that and get back into reality is when this female over here said her true dealings with her by actually going in and dealing with her. Like, I'm not listening to her now. Now I'm chewing on her carpet. I'm munching. Now you see what it is. Come on, man. Stop lying. No, you want to eat some coochie too?
Let's go to psychoanalysis class right now. And let's be real. I'm about to be real. I'm about to be real asshole with this one. Because we're going to break this down on a psychological level. All right? Like Princella like to say. You didn't like the way that Princella did whatever she did in this situation. But you was watching her for a hot minute and referring people to her for a hot minute. So that means the only reason that you are splitting from Princella is because of one thing. One thing. One thing made you say, fuck all the rest of it. This one thing is fucking it up. But you can't understand that a man that don't want to be with a woman that done fucked a lot of dudes, or had a train ran on her, or his best friend done fucked the bitch. You can't understand this shit though. Those one things. Like, get the fuck out of here. That don't make no damn sense. You can turn your back on Princella because she fucked up one time in your honest opinion. But you were willing, man. I need to play, man. Kobe. I don't know what the fuck going on with this bitch, man. This whole tripping, bruh. These whole tripping, bruh. Like, I don't know. Look. Fucking Marcus said she sounds familiar. She does, and I'm wondering why she held that camera away from her face the whole time. And then Red said generation of men are growing up with nothing to live for, and the reaction is boo-hoo. I don't think people realize how dangerous it's gonna be. It is gonna be very fucking dangerous, because when men don't have a mission, when dudes don't have a purpose, and they're sexually deprived, you will see them on the internet blind as hell talking shit about anybody outside. I'm sorry. Look, man. Red is right.
What the fuck?
He's 100% right. Like, a dude, boys that grow up in that type of system, that type of situation and environment, it's going to be a problem for society, because a lot of dudes don't get the luxury of having a smoother life or easier life. So when they don't get the bare minimum benefits that they think they should get, that they normally get, it's gonna make a lot of people crash the fuck out. It's gonna make them crash out. And the sad part is, I'm gonna have some goddamn empathy for that, because I'm like, nigga, I understand that shit. I fucking paid all the bills. She left me. She cheated with the police, and I killed her. I'm like, look. I'm not saying it's I'm not saying it's right, but I can understand how you got to that point, buddy. I'm not saying it's right. I'm literally saying it's wrong, but I can understand. Like, you don't. It's like backing a dog into a corner. They tell you all the time, do not back a dog into no fucking corner, because you might get your ass bit. I understand it. Motherfuckers lash out. I agree to comment, Red. But y'all want to finish this, or y'all had any comments before we keep going? I know I just said some crazy shit.
Roll the tape.
Alright. I read Red's comment real quick. Like, marginalizing the fighting age men is really dumb. It is. It's real dumb. Yeah, it really is.
You find out about men, that's what you're choosing to do. That's you. Because you also said that you have a lack of empathy. So do you expect all of us to not have empathy as well? Well, I think that may be true too, because she talks about women being so emotional because she's not. So everything that she says that she is or is not, she expects those who listen to her, follow her, and are in support of her to be the same way. And if they're not, then she disrespects them, she berates them, she talks down to them. And it's just honestly something that I just, that's what kind of moved me away from her content.
Imagine that.
Imagine that shit. As soon as she said something that bothered you, even though she was sitting around here talking shit about everybody else, so she said something that bothered you, you was like, yeah, that's enough of that. But when she was doing it to other people, you was like, yeah, that's great. Come on, girl. I got my friends. Hey, y'all heard this bitch? Come on over here. Watch this shit. That shows you how, like, look.
Well, that sounds like those females lack empathy as well. You want this bitch to have empathy, but it's okay when she ain't got empathy for men. And now that she's showing empathy for men, now you can't stand this bitch. Fuck that bitch. She ain't got empathy for us, but now she got empathy for men. You know why? Because she fucked around and found out. dealing with a lot of you bitches or one bitch. She dealt with that bitch and then realized, like, damn, I see why niggas feel like they feel. And that's the crazy thing. So she does have empathy. She just had to go through a man's shoes to see what it was. But she been eating coochie for a little while now, so it tripped me out that she didn't realize that until she went through it with one bitch. And I think it's because she got exposed on the internet. I think that's what it was.
That's the only reason, because this didn't happen before. Otherwise, she would have still been with whoever she was with before. This ain't the first time it happened. This is the first time that it got exposed on the fucking internet.
Or it was she was able to play games with this bitch and be with bitches and be on the winning end.
Yeah, coming out on top.
Yeah, coming out on top. So it could be the first time she actually dealt with it, and it was totally different, especially with the internet, because she was always winning. She was able to play them mind games, but then when you got with it, and it's not like B. Taylor is a type of bitch that you got to go through a lot to conquer her.
Yeah.
It just really showed to me that Princella ain't got no game. She really don't, because everything that B. Taylor said, I'm like, I don't hear no game in this. You doing something that a thirsty nigga would do. I'm gonna touch on you when we on a date. I'm gonna look crazy and bring my child with me. Then I'm gonna put my head on your chest and say it feel good to be with a woman. And then I talk to a psychic. Motherfuckers don't really fuck with psychics like that no more. And then you mean to tell me you just pull out some corn and just started showing her about women that, you know, messing with other women? That ain't game.
I think the sauce is treating her bad in general.
Like she's not. Yeah, she's not.
You 100%
she's not
right.
pimping.
It's not no game. It just kind of shits in B. Taylor's face when she was sitting over here talking about I'm not into women. She was clearly attracted to Princella.
Yeah.
Something about her attracted her to it, and that's why she was down with all the bullshit that all this so-called I didn't know this shit type shit going on. You wanted you wanted it. You wanted that shit. You were sexually curious, but you know.
Yeah, because that's exactly what it was. And then like with the dude with the 7 baby mamas, and she still found interest in him when he said he made good money and got a nice car. So B. Taylor showed that she's one of them females that will overlook all the red flags, long as it's something there that she wants. So when women say, "Oh, I don't want no nigga that got all these bitches," but you cool with still dealing with this nigga because you think you can change him to just want you. You seen it as a challenge, but that shit ain't working. So you're not a victim. Right, and then she said, I ain't no victim. I know I'm not no victim. Okay, but then you telling a story as a victim. Okay.
My only perspective that I can get
you grabbed her titties. I saw you. You grabbed my wife's titties. She put her hand. Nah. She put her titties in my hand, Your Honor. It was crazy.
You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. Just dropped them off like this, Kobe. Like, no, man. Look, this situation right here as a whole, and I'm be dead ass serious. It's funny, but I love it. Like, it's not a good thing that is happening, but I love it. Because I don't know what it is about people in these social media spaces and people that watch these social media spaces. There's a lot of dummies out here. And we got a lot of people that won't take their own accountability for their own selves. They won't take responsibility for themselves as grown-ass fucking adults. But they want to be the loudest motherfuckers in the room telling everybody else what it should and shouldn't be. I'm going back to the old saying. I said I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going back to the old saying. There's 3 type of fucking people in this world, y'all. 3 type of people. You got wolves, you got sheep, and you got fucking sheepdog. Princella is a goddamn wolf. B. Taylor, she a wolf sometimes, but most of the time she a goddamn sheep. We need more people, like a lot of people on this panel right now, being sheepdogs to protect these goddamn dummies from themselves. That's why when they sit around here and talk about all these laws were repressive to women and all this shit, and then they took them away and women's shit got worse. I think the motherfuckers thought they were doing that shit for your best fucking interest. And I'm not agreeing with everything that they did. Because I think a lot of this shit's bullshit. I believe you still should be able to vote. But these motherfuckers seem like, in the grand scheme of shit, it was in your best interest. Like, motherfuckers don't listen. This girl is sitting on the internet right now talking about how she didn't know and she couldn't stop herself. Like, when she announced on the internet that we were in a relationship, I couldn't do it. I just didn't know what to do. But as soon as my goddamn sister told me, yeah, I think that bitch crazy, you might want to get the fuck away from her. You don't talk about my girlfriend like that. So your family, you got something to say something to, right? Shut your goofy ass up. That's why I don't listen to a lot of these motherfuckers, man. And I think a lot of ladies need to stop taking these bitches' advice. A lot of these bitches' advice. And I'm sorry for calling y'all bitches, but y'all know if it applies, let it. If it don't apply, let it fly. If you ain't a bitch, you ain't a bitch. But this shit that's happening to Princella, love it. The shit that happened to B. Taylor, love it. Because sometimes people need to goddamn touch the fire to figure out that it's hot. Stop playing around saying stupid shit. And honestly, it's going to be very hard for you to come back and try to change your tune. Until, like what Op said, you have to atone. You have to apologize for what you've done before. Just saying I take accountability is not fucking taking accountability. You need to tell me what you're sorry for.
Shit, and not try to revisit or backslide. Don't change that stance. Once you say that that's the way it is, it got to be that way.
Like T.I. son said, he stand on business. You better stand on business out this motherfucker 10 toes down. But look, man, that's all I had on this shit, man. I thought it was interesting. Out let me know about this shit, man. I'm like, damn, the lesbians. I'm sorry,
Hey, actually, you know who Princella look like if she take off that wig?
Dude.
Y'all remember that song? Rich boy selling crack, all the haters want a jack. Throw some D's on that bitch. Just brought a Cadillac. Throw some D's. She look just like
Rich boy.
Yep.
Oh God, it's funny.
Oh shit. Everyone said throw some D's on that bitch.
Throw a wig on that bitch.
Mm-mm.
Just brought a 20 pack. Throw some wig on that bitch. Just brought a 20
That
pack.
shit don't make no sense, bro. But it's crazy. I want to go to, matter of fact, before we get up out of here, I want to get everybody final thoughts. I want to see, is Alexis, are you still over there? Are you over there, doing other stuff? Cause she been over there being quiet than the motherfucker. Quieter than the church mouse. I bet she went to sleep again. She did that shit last night. Shouldn't sleep on live stream. I don't know why she be doing me like that. Either way though, fuck it. I'm gonna go to Jive first. Man, give me your final thoughts on this shit, man. Cause this shit crazy.
Hey, there's a lot of things happening in the background, and it's a new situation to me. But I know this has been going on for a while between men, women. It's not going to stop unless, like you said, the perspective change. There's a lot of mass manipulators in the world, or narcissistic behaviors being described and displayed as something else. We just need to come together and love one another. All right. That's my final thoughts about this whole shit.
All right.
And I would say go ahead and pull up that link I just sent.
I'm not clicking on that goddamn link. I just clicked on it.
No, I'm saying you can hit mute. You can hit mute. I just want you to show it real quick.
Oh my God, this shit.
To mute the sound on it.
This man terrible, bro. Hold up.
I'm saying I'm trying to show y'all what I'm talking
I'm about to show it. God damn it. This man. Did I click on the right one? Nope. Man, you know I got these glasses on. I can't see shit. Let me see. Did it pop up? They didn't pop up. All right, I gotta click on it. Damn, do I need to wait? What you want to do? Just play the video with it on me?
Yeah.
This man.
That don't look like Princella. Oh, them heater on yet. Throw some D's on that bitch.
God.
Oh,
God. Oh.
Rich boy, the queen maker. You know I ain't lying.
You going to hell.
Look, just like Princella.
All you gotta do is lighten them up a little bit. Lighten them up, put a little wig on top.
And put a hat on.
Swimwear. Oh, Jesus. God damn it. That's bad. He do got a soft face like her. It's like a plain face. Get that shit out of here, man. You man over here bullshitting, man. But your final thoughts, Operative.
You know what it is, man. We was right. Here go another bitch. We was right about. We right about Cynthia G. Right about Princella. Right about Steve Harvey. Right about Derek Jackson. Right about Dr. Umar Johnson. Like, I don't.
The list get kind of full.
It's very heavy, man, and it just tripped me out that these females, once this bitch get exposed, instead of coming back on home, they want to run back to another plantation. We freed them from this plantation, and instead of them hitting the Underground Railroad, freedom is north. These bitches go back further south and go find another plantation to go to. So, I'm just wondering who's gonna be the next motherfucker that they run to. It was Cynthia G, Princella, and now let's see who's gonna be the next person they run to.
Because I think, well, maybe they run this sprinkle. They like sprinkle.
She got exposed too.
Yeah, she did. That's why I'm still surprised. Well, I'm not really surprised now. It's kind of a track record of some people still sticking with people after shit like that.
Yep.
I'm surprised all y'all sticking with me after I got exposed.
Oh yeah, you did, man.
Petty.
You up here buying subscribers and shit. He's buying subscribers.
I'm supposed to let that shit go. I'm not being a man of my word right now. Alexis, are you back? Alexis from Texas. All right, y'all. Alexis is not here, so she don't get no goddamn final thoughts. But my final thoughts on this shit, y'all. And I appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight, man. Make sure y'all hit that like. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe. Share the videos if you're feeling froggy. But this is just another situation of haha, we told you so. And I don't have any empathy and I don't have any sympathy for it. I'm on that demon time type shit right now. I don't give a fuck. I hope that bitch ruin your goddamn career. Like all the evil, spiteful, vindictive stuff that was said on the internet by both of them, I wish them nothing but the worst. Sorry to tell you that. Sorry, not sorry. Kind of like what Marcus said earlier. And shout out to Classy Perspective. I saw you up in the chat. He said agreed. He said B. Taylor isn't a victim. She's not. We grown as adults, and I'm really inclined to play the game with people. I'm really inclined to play the game. You know, maybe I'm not taking the fucking hint, but I'm gonna play the game. If you strong and independent, you can do whatever the fuck you want. I'm gonna believe you. Fuck you being a woman, being emotional and shit. And it's not even really being emotional, like, because everybody is emotional. Not controlling your emotions is the problem. I'm gonna sit here and look at you like you a dude, and I'm gonna just let you look. It is what it is, buddy. Because if somebody came to me with some shit and they a guy, the first question out of my mouth is, why you let that happen? Why'd you do that? That's how we do it with guys. It's never, oh, that's so fucked up. I can't believe. No. It's like, dude, why the fuck was you over there? Why the fuck was you around them? I'm gonna treat y'all like dudes. Like, look, that's on y'all. Them ladies, they got it. Y'all wanted to, Princella wanted the pussy bump, and old girl B. Taylor was cool with it. And y'all, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. That's why I ain't really got no final thoughts on it. I just love it. I love it, man. This shit's beautiful. What Future
amazing.
I'm gonna go to Future. Sensational.
Sensational.
Like, fuck. don't care about it, man. But look, man, I really do appreciate all y'all that came through, all y'all supported tonight. I know this a random live stream. I'm not supposed to be doing these, but you know, you like a thorn in my side, be making me do fucking live streams for some unknown reason. But it was an interesting.
No, you had a choice. Don't try to play victim now.
Hell nah, I'm playing victim. She just showed me how to do it.
You ain't a woman. You got to go back in your closet and go put on one of them Golden Warriors dress.
Oh, Lord, this nigga ain't shit.
You got to put on your. You got to put on your Curry dress.
Hey, let him know how to link you to your channel.
Yeah, he damn sure ain't do that.
Yeah, it's I don't know what Jay already know it was bullshit. We was trying to deal with this a year ago, man.
No, link your channel, nigga.
In the comments?
Shout out your channel. No, shout out your channel.
Oh, I did that in the beginning of the show. They know what it is.
No, you did it.
Yeah, I did. I said Entrepreneur 18. Once again, Entrepreneur 18. That's
all right. He was about to go back to old basketball conversation we had.
Basketball? No. I wasn't finna do that. I just said you got to put on your Steph Curry dress.
And look, I go get his hat.
Then you can play a victim.
Oh shit! Yeah, they did my boy dirty this year, man. They ain't give him no help. But look, man, we ain't gonna talk about that on here. Look, I appreciate all y'all once again, man. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the share, all that shit in the bag of chips. I don't know. Next time we'll do one of these. Maybe next time I get voluntold. And like it was fun, man. It was fun. We had a little semi-reunion. Alexis fell asleep on us. You know, it's all great around here in the neighborhood.
Yeah, that did always happen too.
Yeah, it did, I swear, man. But like I really appreciate y'all. We'll catch y'all in the next one as always, man. Peace.
Don't tell me about me. Stop telling me about me. Stop telling me about me. Stop telling